People had any idea.
I have no idea what's going on.
You guys.
Well, Nicole was here. She was ready. We
Hey,
weren't exactly ready, but Nicole was ready.
All right, wait a second.
All right, so we're trying to align our TikTok presence with our Facebook presence, YouTube presence, and everything else. Welcome to the show. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Get on top of your lap. Let's see. That's the only way we can do it.
Yes, we're gonna be close
to
each other.
You know what we can do is just push it further away.
Can you just be closer to me?
Push it further away.
Yeah, but I don't think I can read the comments, and I haven't hit live yet. But we can try.
Okay.
Well, all right. So welcome.
Sorry, guys.
We're getting there, y'all. We're just figuring it out. Doug's gonna get to the comments.
Right. So Nicole says howdy, y'all, and Hookah Bob says he's here. He is good. I hope he had a good day of helping his wife.
We're gonna talk about it.
And then Ian says hello. And then wait a second. Nicole's going to be a grandma again in December.
Oh my gosh, we have
congratulations.
Baby news again. Okay,
that's great. We're officially on Baby Watch.
So welcome to and Redneck Genius is over on
what's up,
Instagram
Genius?
Or was and left. Welcome to Marital Hate. I'm Stacy and
Doug.
This is Doug. We are married, but we do not hate each other. Shockingly.
No. It's a misnomer.
No, it's not really a misnomer so much as it's an inside joke.
It is an inside joke.
We spend every waking moment together and we're best friends, but we see the world through very different eyes. So
yes, I see things clearly without an astigmatism, and you have an astigmatism.
Get in your car and drive right now.
I could do it.
Would you be legally driving?
No, because I'm also
actually out of my fucking mind.
Well, that's very
so
true.
In any case, it's a live interactive podcast. And if you're here along with the show, so we can see you if you comment on TikTok. Hey, Herb, shout out Joaquin. We can see you guys. Oh my gosh, so many people coming. We can see you. But the people who are over and we can see your comments. We can see when you join. And we'd love to say hi to you, but there's so many we can't even keep track.
People are flooding in.
On YouTube and Facebook. People can comment and we pull their comments up on the screen. They can be part of the show. So if you want to check it out, it's youtube.com/@maritalhate. I'm Stacy and this is Doug. So we have the
interactive podcast every weeknight, 8:00.
Yeah.
Rain or shine. Actually, last night it was lightning pretty fierce out here for the second half of the show.
We'll get to that.
But we survived.
Well, we got to talk about our friend and his harrowing ride home. So so many things to talk about. By the way, I took cannabis oil, maybe took a little too much. And I was already a little queasy and it might make me dizzy and there could be puking again tonight. There hasn't actually been on the air puking. There's been
very close.
Close the laptop several times. Like what, 3 times now?
That was a nice sound effect that you just had. That's good.
Aren't you glad I don't make it when you have your in my mouth? Your finger.
Why would I put my finger in your mouth to
give me your finger?
No, because you're gonna throw up.
I'm not. Have I ever thrown up when I've had any of your parts in my mouth?
No,
Try as you may. I'm sorry. We have so many things that we need to talk about, and I want to get to all the comments and so many things about last night. But let me just tell you something. This man has tried everything he could think of to make me throw up, and he hasn't been able to. You know why? No gag reflex. That's why I got 7 backup husbands, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's
right.
Why?
In case it doesn't work out with this one, I'm going to go on.
That's why your parents are so proud of you. About the gag reflex.
Well, that's the thing. If my parents were proud of me, I probably would
maybe
not
you
have
would
had
have
so much experience with the thing. that I do to you.
Well, there you go.
Do you want me to have less experience with putting your wiener in
Yes,
my mouth?
I would like a tiny bit less, like maybe.
Okay, I will never put your penis in my mouth again. Problem solved. Anyway, how are you guys?
How did I end up in this way?
Because you said you didn't want me to.
No, I said I wish you didn't have as much experience in that area before you met me. That's what I was.
Well, you didn't say before I met you, A, and B, I wouldn't know the things I know when I met you that got me the ring in the Jeep if I had not done it before. Practice makes perfect, boys and girls. And I say that to the boys and the girls because it's Pride. And by the way, we're here.
Oh, I forgot to wear my shirt.
Hugs, free. Well, go.
I gotta go get my shirt. Hang on.
Oh my God. See, he's trying to be all like, "Oh, I'm a supportive gay dad." Does he have a shirt on? No. Nolan, go see your therapist. Send us the bill. Nolan is our son. Actually, we have, Doug's son, my stepson, and of course there's Wesley too. And I have 4 daughters. And yeah, it's a whole thing. So we do this live interactive podcast 5 nights a week on weeknights. The people that come and watch the podcast are generally we call them our haters. And then there's the folks that come night after night and they make the show so special. We actually can pull up the comments of anybody who's on YouTube or Facebook. We can just pull you up on screen. So of course, Nicole said hi and told us.
Are you happy now, gay people? Thank you. Here I am. Pride Month. Welcome.
Goddamn boomer. In any case, Nicole's going to be a grandma in December, and our pal Hookah Bob is here.
HB.
If you missed it last night, Hookah Bob was here, and you're going to see me doing that a lot. Pulling back on camera. We're getting new at the TikTok thing.
You're a little pushy. Come on, get on the camera. Oh my goodness, settle down. They can see me. They're not that interested in me, believe me.
Keep cutting half your face off, and you are a very handsome man, and it's Pride, and also you should see his tongue.
Oh.
I keep telling him he should try being gay, but he refuses to try. I think you can't say you don't like something unless you try.
It's not my bag, baby.
I've been with women, not really my thing, because it'd just be tripping. But these newfound, these new fancy thirst trap lesbians all over TikTok are doing it for me.
Okay.
Where is our thirst trap lesbian? I don't see Tracy tonight. We have one of our master haters, the madam of the master hater house. Tracy is a lesbian, OG lesbian from back in the day. Before you kids were born, she was a lesbian.
Before it was cool.
Anne says, hello all, and she is a delightful person. She was our first guest ever on the podcast. And our pal Hookah Bob, you guys are getting too big. Just remember as little people. Remember you, we're going on fucking tour, Hookah Bob. And I got shit to say about that. And our beautiful friend Courtney is here.
So nice.
Courtney is an amazing mom and creator and just everything that you could ever want in a person.
And we got a bunch of people on TikTok. We don't know who's here, who's not here. We don't know you. So get to know us.
But they're just following us.
Moonshine Mike.
Cool.
That's a great name.
Yeah. We're down with whatever you guys are up to. Oh shit. I should.
And Joy. A lot of people we like. So anyway, we're still trying to figure out the TikTok thing. We're strong on YouTube and
we
Facebook.
Got shit we're still figuring out though. And we're on Instagram and
Insta is always a problem with knocking us off early and everything else. So we're here to bring the funny, the irreverent, and the inappropriate.
We just want you to know that we love everyone. If you're watching this, you're loved by us and the master haters, the people that come night after night, the coolest people in the world. I'm not even kidding. They're so nice. They will be your friend. They will love you. They will accept you because they're not judgmental. And so just goes to show you that it doesn't matter what color you are, who you fuck, what your parts are, what God you worship, whatever the fuck it is.
What bathroom you use.
Use. How old you are.
I'm very old.
Whatever. We love you either way.
You look right here.
Okay, so the thing that's kind of weird is we're on 3 screens right now. And on 2 of the screens, I'm on the left, and on one of the screens, I'm on the right.
How do we fix that?
Weird.
Can we fix that?
No, we're not fucking with anything.
It's throwing me off.
It's
throwing me off.
Just look at that one. In any case, I wanted to say last night we had a guest on the podcast, our friend Hookah Bob, who we had met a few weeks ago at a Muck Sticky show, and we absolutely fell in love with 5 minutes after we met him.
Oh, it was instant. We knew he was our people.
So he came and on a spur of a moment, 3-hour drive to Cape Coral, where we live, and brought us some goodies. But Doug, I believe Doug wrote a little song about it. Would y'all like to hear it? Because Doug wrote a little song about Hookah Bob. It was my idea.
It was last minute rendition. You can sing along if you like.
I should not sing. My singing is terrible.
I forgot how it goes. Last night we hung with Hookah Bob. I can't remember everything we said, but we said a lot. You told me you wish that I was someone you already met, but baby, something's telling me this ain't over yet. Is that good enough? Hookah Bob. Last night we hung with Hookah Bob.
There's your song. Well,
that's for Hookah Bob, by the
you
way.
have a theme song now. And I got to tell you, there's a lot of people that have hung with Hookah Bob, and
not a lot survived.
They all survived that I know of. He hung with Muckstick, he hung with Bonsai, he hung with us. We all hung with Rhythminia, and he's a sweetheart. And he hangs with a lot of the coolest fucking people. So
and he says he's crying. He's probably crying, laughing from that awful rendition that I did. I didn't do it justice, but Hookah Bob, we wrote the song.
I literally told him 15 minutes before the podcast to do it. But I just wanted to tell you how much we love you and how much you mean to us. And, you know, it's really interesting because we've been doing the podcast a little bit over a year. And at first we weren't really taking all that seriously with my health and so much going on, so much stress that we were under. Now we are like, buckle down. All we think about is the fucking podcast. We have to force ourselves to take a break, and we were supposed to force ourselves to take a break yesterday.
Yeah.
And then we moved it to today, and now it's not going to happen. Like maybe Friday, maybe if we were smart. So, and Nation's family is over on Insta. Hey, girl.
OG Nation's family.
How's the baby? How are you?
There's a baby. There's all kinds of babies.
How's your hubby?
Going on.
Well, Nicole's got a baby, one coming in hot, so that'll be fun.
That's a grandbaby. Yeah, all kinds of grandbabies working.
And Hookah Bob, Doug will make you a clip of that.
Hookah says he's crying, and then Ann said she loved it, and he said, and Hookah says it was great.
That's awesome.
Of course, it was great. It's about Hookah Bob.
How can
what's better than Hookah Bob?
But I believe Hookah Bob. Maybe the next verse of that song is Hookah Bob gave me so much drugs. I don't know what to do with all this stuff that he gave us, but I'm gonna put some herb in that water bottle. Yeah. That's not a very good song.
No, not really. No, because
By the way, Doug is actually like a legitimate musician. Like he put an album out in 1981.
81 is a single.
Before y'all were born. I'm pointing at the TikTokers because you guys Facebookers, you're olds. But we're
including everyone. We're all boomers. Inclusive of all these audiences.
Most of us, we have a lot of Gen X. We have some millennials and some boomers.
Yeah,
and
I thought I was.
Z,
I didn't think I was.
We seem to be big with the Gen X, and we should be hashtagging Gen X, but we're fucking stupid. Okay, so
can we hashtag the boomers? Because
we did hashtag boomers.
Did we?
Because I tell everybody you're a boomer.
Not a boomer.
He's just barely Gen X.
I missed it by a year.
Gen X in his house. Do you have your shirt on?
Yeah. Free hugs, motherfuckers. Free dad
hugs. Hook up there, motherfucker.
Because when I came out with the shirt, I said, "You happy now, gay people?" Jeez.
I heard you say it. But yeah, they're happy because they're gay.
If you're
they have doubled the wardrobe.
You know what, clap your hands.
They have doubled the wardrobe. The gays. They get the double the wardrobe and home field advantage. I'm just saying. It's got to count for something. We got people watching over there, but we don't know. Nobody's got anything to say. You don't like us? Don't want to talk to us? Whatever. Fuck you. These old people over here, they like us.
All right. So I know how to tell in here. Is that the number of people watching on the TikTok up there? Okay.
And you know who it is?
It's you.
Yes.
Yeah. Nice job. Nice job, public relations.
Well, we didn't hashtag it or anything because we don't know what we're doing.
We don't know
what we're doing. It out. And
somebody's going to stumble on it, and it's going to change their lives.
Our friends who do the TikTok lives, who've been doing the creator stuff, please teach us your ways because we want to bring everybody up with us. If I share with you what I've learned and you share with me what I learned, we're all doing a little bit better. We helped Hookah Bob out. We found him a domain yesterday.
We did. He's going to help him. He's going live.
We're going to help him with the logo and getting his branding going. We're helping our church.
Yeah.
We're also going to start taking cocaine because we don't have the energy to do all of this. We're not really going to take cocaine. Well, do you want to take cocaine?
No, because it's expensive, and I don't know if I had cocaine money, I'd be buying that B-Bender Telecaster that I saw on Reverb this afternoon.
Okay, that broke my heart a little bit that I couldn't get it for you, but also you have like 20 guitars that you barely touch. So Courtney says, "I'm back." Where do you keep going?
Yeah, I know. Can you commit, Courtney?
Oh,
Courtney, good gravy.
Should be committed is what.
Just commit to the podcast.
I just have to talk about. Okay, so there's great people in this world, like Hookah Bob, aka Santa Claus. He comes to your house.
Santa Claus.
Looking a little Santa Claus-ish. has the outfit and everything. He didn't bring it though. A little warm in Southwest Florida for a Santa outfit. Brings you presents, and he looks like Santa.
in goddamn June.
Santa Claus.
So apparently Courtney has a bunch of kids that rip her away from this valuable and informative podcast.
You imagine you have 5 small children, one of which is still breastfeeding.
They're just hanging off
and all you want to do is watch a fucked up podcast get baked. Goddamn cock blockers. Those little fuckers. Yeah. Actually, they're not blocking much cock because, you know, we're going to get pulled off of one of these websites.
We're sorry,
I don't know how.
We don't know.
Okay, so I had an absolutely terrible experience with Hootsuite that is just going on and on and on and on. But I had a really good customer service experience. So on Friday, I had to go to the Apple store. On Friday, I went to the Apple store,
and they weren't very helpful. So
no, they were useless.
I had the Apple store.
So I had 2 calls with Apple. They couldn't fix my computer. Well, they could, but I was getting frustrated. So then I went to the Apple store thinking they would be more helpful and they'd be able to resolve it once and for all. And no. So the Apple guy, so the guy, it was funny because the guy like was basically like rushing the elderly woman that was in front of me out the door. So I was like, oh, that's like, ugh. And then he kind of rushed me out the door. And so I was like, I don't know how I feel about that. So I call Apple customer care, and you know, we're still on Apple, we're still covered by Apple Care, but they didn't even check with that. And I'm like, hey, this is what's happening. And the guy, his name is David, and his wife's name is Angela. They both work for Apple. And let me just tell you something. I'm just like chatting with him, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, we do this podcast. Like, this is what we use our workflow for. And of course, I throw a few podcast plugs in there. I don't think I got to Doug's album, but like, oh no, I did. I mentioned it.
Oh, you talked about everything.
Like, you know, it's customer service. And I'm like, blah, 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 blah. And shocker, right? And so David is a Muck Sticky fan.
I go figure.
And like, we know like 5 people on the planet that are Muck Sticky fans, and
it's spreading like wildfire.
Love that motherfucker. Cindy knows him. Hookah Bob knows him. We told you guys about him. We don't know how many of you have been listening to Muck Sticky, but yeah. And by the way, David also has the same favorite song as Hookah Bob, Thingy Thing. Which is, I kind of wanted to argue with him and tell him it's either White Trash Superstar. I hate to be the one to tell you I didn't fuck your mama, but what are you gonna do? I had texted Nolan about the bounty which was bestowed upon us by Hookah Bob, and he's losing his shit. He's like, "That's a lot." And I'm like, "I know."
Craziness. Well, if you must know, Hookah Bob brought us some seashells.
Yes, he bought us seashells.
Yeah, seashells.
Seashells that if you put them in your mouth for long enough, you can hear the ocean on Mars. I'm sure somebody has made a pipe out of
seashell pipes. Money making idea.
Don't tell people it's our idea.
Well, they need a supplier for the seashells.
Yeah, you do the work. We'll collect the shells. I'll shove them in my swimsuit. Oh, my shell bag came.
Yes, you did. Now you can make all kinds of.
I'm very excited about my dorky ass shell bag.
So what if we? Yeah. What are you doing?
You're gonna have to sit in my lap.
There's nobody watching. Well, there's literally nobody watching on that.
They could change their minds and come back at any time. I don't know.
So
maybe we're just not as cool on TikTok as we are in the rest of the world.
So you make friends with everybody, service people.
I do. I make friends with everyone. So they're super cool. And so I was like, hey, I told them about Hookah Bob. I told the Apple guy, by the way, the whole thing.
About Hookah Bob.
No, like everything. I'm like, yeah, you wouldn't believe what he brought. I was like,
family.
Oh, this freaking Delta 8, Delta 9. Like,
I don't think you're supposed to say that to just some random dude.
Well, I said it to the dude at Apple. So it's on a recorded line somewhere. And then I wrote, oh my God, I have to show this to you. So I was just like super happy because he was really nice and he was super helpful. And the last guy wasn't. He had a sense of humor and he wasn't mean to an old lady immediately before me, as far as I know. So where are you going?
I forgot to put all the lights on.
Oh my God, we're going to do the podcast in the dark. I don't even know what to say about that. Okay, I've got to send this picture. I can just airdrop it. Guys, I'm having technical difficulties as a person. I'm Gen X, but I am feeble and high. Doug is a boomer, so he can't help himself. And Hookah Bob says, Santa Claus, and dude, you gotta fucking trademark that shit. Use it in your hashtags. And then Hookah Bob. Courtney says, basically my life. Yeah, she's got it under. Oh, she's got it on lock, but boy, that poor girl can't get a break. I remember those days. As a matter of fact, I was talking to my friend Darcy today.
Mm-hmm.
She has five.
Not
littles.
Not quite. Yeah.
And she's struggling with one of her daughters who's just having some developmental struggles, and she's got her sister actually works in education. She's a school psychologist, so she was able to chime in. I wish every special needs parent had that, because oh my gosh, what people go through is a fucking nightmare. But what her sister said was that she was in a really good school system, and that she was really glad that she was getting all these accommodations. Her daughter's going to get like 3 hours of extra help a day next year. So, and of course we shout out to all the parents of special needs children who are struggling to get the best possible outcome for their kids. And shout out to those kids with those fucking amazing brains that, I don't know, I just love it. I just love the way different brains work.
Yeah,
and the way different people think. And that's why I have such a diverse group of friends. And I'm so glad for all of you.
Some of you have brains. Some of you have miniature brains.
Wow.
You guys can fight amongst yourselves, figure out who has the miniature brain.
This is so weird.
I literally don't think any one of our podcast viewers is dumb. So I shouldn't say that.
Do any of our podcasts first of all, your Twitter's disconnected again. We're going to have to look into that. You might be logged out of your account. But
what are you trying to do?
I was trying to text something to myself, but I'm really high. It's hard.
Well, I turned off my Bluetooth and my Wi-Fi so that we could accommodate this array of
I did too. That's why I can't do it. Oh, now I understand. Okay, so I just wanted to share with everyone. So Apple is like, hey, like, do you want to give a review? And the other day I actually like left a review, and I said, hey, like, the guy like rushed out this little old lady, and it was kind of douchey. And then he rushed me out the door, and I don't really care because like my problem wasn't solved and whatever. But
thanks for nothing.
Well, I don't know that I would say thank you for nothing. That's not. I would. But I didn't like the way he treated the lady. So I left a message and I told them like what happened. So, but I wasn't like a dick about it. I gave him like good reviews, but I was like, hey, like the person before me, blah, blah, blah. And, it seemed like he was rushing me out the door. I know that Apple has, the guy said that Apple has a 15-minute appointment policy. Mm-hmm. So that may mean that the problem lies with Apple's policies. Mm-hmm. And maybe it's not the guy's fault.
Maybe it starts at the top.
But I mean, I gotta
Lane
tell
Hair
you,
School.
I wish I had said I will give up my appointment. You give it to her. That's what I should have said.
Yeah. Donna says her brain doesn't work. LOL. And Courtney says I have a miniature body but a giant brain.
I don't know who it was that was there, that woman, and I'm kicking myself right now because I should have just given you my appointment. I'm so sorry. It just didn't even.
You don't have to fix the world's problems.
I don't have to fix the world's problems, but I could help one person.
You just fix my problems and we'll have no issues.
It's not just your problems that I fix. Let's be fucking real.
People.
How many people's fucking problems do I fix on a regular?
I don't know, on the reg, I don't know. Probably 8 to 10 a week.
A week?
Look.
It's usually at least 2 a day.
That
was an echo. Okay, so I wanted to share. So sometimes I'm a bitch.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Of course you were. So this is what I said. This is right before I sent it. I sent a screenshot. David, who helped me today, was incredible. He had both a kind and patient manner as well as technically savvy. Truthfully, I was having a shitty day and he made it all better. David inspires me. Give him a raise. So that's what I said. So David, if you and Angela are watching on your way home, or if you're watching at all, that was my shout out to you. And yesterday, of course, we shouted out to our friend Joanne, who was in
Costco.
And of course, like just basically everybody. And then Donna says, my brain doesn't work. LOL, girl. I know what that's like.
I guess you were busy when I read those 2 comments.
Oh, sorry. I was pulling up something. Did you read them?
Yes, I read both of them.
Sorry.
And then Hookah Bob is Can of Claus. Hashtag Can of Claus.
Yeah, that's what I said. I told him to see, we're both doing it. We're both reading it. This is why we need a producer. Courtney says, I got a miniature body, but a giant
brain.
Oh, brain.
Yeah.
Oh. Nobody wants a smart ass broad. That's not true. Actually, I think all men need to marry somebody who challenges
and
them.
Also, never trust a big butt and a smile.
How'd that work out for you?
That girl is poison.
I'm not poison. Settle down, Ronnie Bivens. Okay.
Now you know.
So, you're slick. Blow.
Can't get it out of my head. Miss her, kiss her, love.
So,
that girl is poison.
BBD Belle Biv DeVoe back in the day. Now you know.
Yeah. Boston representing
a shootout of.
I don't think you want to say shootout. An offshoot of the New Edition from
New
Boston,
Edition.
Mass.
And New Edition, one of those members was Bobby Brown. And Bobby Brown was represented in court by Miss Phaedra Parks of the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
And then he was also married to Miss Whitney Houston.
Well, yes. And many people are.
And then was also summarily divorced by Miss Whitney.
They got divorced?
I believe they did. Yeah.
I thought
I think they were divorced before they.
I don't know.
I don't know.
A lot of people are blaming blamed Bobby Brown for her demise, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's we all make our own choices unless somebody fucking shoots you up.
That's true.
So today, apparently, Kenya from the Real Housewives of Atlanta,
yeah,
Sheree, the one that you don't like, and Phaedra, the one you love, were out with Megan Thee Stallion.
I don't know who Megan Thee Stallion is, but I think I like her.
Megan Thee Stallion, we watched a video over the other night. She had that outfit on. She was shaking her ass on.
Oh, yeah. One of those things. Yeah.
He may not remember names, but he'll never forget.
Oh, I remember booty.
So what are you doing on your phone?
Bobby and Whitney divorced in 2007 after 15 years of marriage and a reality show, which was fantastic, by the way. Houston died 5 years later. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She was constipated and he was going to put his finger up there. Why didn't you put your finger up my ass and pry out the shit?
I always quote that episode every time you say that. I'll stick my finger up and get that poopy bubble. That's what he said.
I thought I was a bad influence making you watch bad reality television.
We may need to share that. Randall's here. Let me pull him up.
He says, hey, y'all. Randall, I didn't hear from you today. I was scrambling, but I was praying for you all day. I was thinking of you. I know you're having a rough time. I'm always here. You have my number. By the way, Master Haters, if there's anybody there that doesn't have my number, just DM me and I'll get it to you. And Cindy's not here, but she asked me for something yesterday. I think it was Hookah Bob's contact information. Just follow him on the fucking socials. So Douglas is pulling up something. I had a few little stories for you.
Okay.
So screen?
No, not yet. I have to click it over. All right. This is from the Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston reality show where she's constipated.
You had it Chrome tab. Oh, there you go.
And this is his reality here. Yeah, the stick is one of his fingers right here.
Didn't see that.
I don't know if you could see that, but it's one of the greatest. And there's a great one where she yells at him and says, "Kiss my ass." It's one of the funniest clips.
Oh, everybody save that line. Yeah. Don't play the Bobby Brown line because you'll be looking for it all night and it fucks up the podcast. But I will say this. I've noticed that we've been watching Real Housewives of Atlanta and we're not even halfway through and we've been on it for a while because we've been super busy. We keep it on the background and then we'll shut it off and listen to our headphones. And we're also listening for Doug's song on the radio. So,
and I'm making clips and I have to listen to that. So it's
a lot. So we're really busy and I didn't get my engagement done today and because we're trying to fix some problems that we're having with the podcast. But, the problem is that there's all these amazing trash ass reality shows that we want to watch. So we Below Deck, we're behind. We have no idea about Summer House. And there's all this Real Housewives of Atlanta stuff trending. And I've got a New Jersey story for you. By the way, Real Housewives of New Jersey, former cast member Dina Manzo. Apparently her ex-husband used to threaten people. Well, her ex threatened him, hired a mobster to kill him. And this is the article as I remember. No, to fuck him up. I don't know if he was to kill him or fuck him up. But so this guy gave the guy a free wedding or was going to give him a free wedding in exchange for, causing some fucking problems. So the thing that's fucked up about this, if you have followed the Real Housewives of New Jersey, back in the day, the Manzos are the family, Carolyn Manzo. And then, of course, there's Dina Manzo, her sister. I don't think they're currently speaking. Chris Manzo. And then there was the husband and the kids and the Manzo family. And Doug will tell you how he feels about the Manzos.
Fuck the Manzos.
Yeah. Doug and Danny. Fuck the Manzos.
It was a quote from the show.
If you know, you know. So in any case, the whole rumor is that this brownstone, which is like a wedding venue, was mobbed up. And so this guy who is half owner of the place is going to jail for like a long time.
He's going up
I think it was like 40 years. 40 years, 20 years. I don't know, some crazy amount of time. Did the guy actually kill him? I don't know. Did he suffer emotional damage? I don't know, but I'm always interested in how sentencing comes about. Sentencing. Because sometimes you see people get absolutely no sentence for something.
Well, it depends if they've done it before. If they're good or bad. If they're on the naughty list, then they go to jail.
Randall says, "Hey fam, love y'all. We love you too." And he says, "I'm gonna send you something I'm proud of in Marital Hate Messenger. I will try to get."
Is it a dick pic? Because she gets a lot of those.
If it's a dick pic, I'll take it.
I'm proud of this.
Yeah, there you go.
I bet he's proud of his
thing. By the way, I love a good dick pic. maritalhate@gmail.com. Shoot us up. Not shoot us up.
Shoot us up.
I can honestly
we're now
say,
involved in the drug culture.
I can honestly say I've never been shot up. I'm terrified of needles and tattoos. By the way, for those of you who don't have tattoos, tattoos it's not like needles. It's more like if you have a sunburn and somebody scratches it. I didn't feel mine except for like a few sensitive spots, like right here,
sensitive
here, and over here, but like 2 seconds. And I have my foot tattooed. So yeah. Actually, DJ Price did that, and he did it.
Platty has arrived.
Platty in his house. He says, "Greets. This is our friend Platty, the pansexual." I need to have it on the screen.
Pansexual, pangender, which
platypus.
I think he's just making stuff up now.
Well, because he's no longer polyamorous.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, we're happy. Whatever he is, we're happy he's here. And then Nicole says, "Ha ha ha." No comment on Randy's eggplant, crying, laughing, more crying, laughing on an angle. I'm sorry, I don't know what those I know what eggplant means, but I don't know what the crying is. It should be like
that they're laughing.
But why are there two different varieties of laughing crying?
See, this is why I hashtag you boomer.
There's the angle.
So Randy, I'm having a hard time seeing this image, but
I think it's his,
I know what it is.
Oh, I know what it is too.
I'm super excited. Look at that. I can't even. Okay, so I'm about to pull this up on screen because we're
apparently our friend Randall.
Yeah, we're gonna pull it up on screen. Drum roll it.
Our friend Randall is a brainiac.
He's a dork. Nerd. He must be like a teacher brown noser. No, I'm just kidding.
Maybe he's got a thing going on with a teacher. You don't fucking know.
He might be hot for teacher. You don't know. He's got it. He's got it made. Got it made.
I brought my pencil
because he's hot for teacher. I'm just gonna do it this way. So Randall had. What's happening here?
I didn't know how to play that song. I just tried it.
Okay, so I don't know if you can see this, but he got an 11.99 out of a possible 11.30.
How did he get? He exceeded.
He exceeded it.
How the hell did he do that with his giant eggplant?
I think he fucked the teacher.
Well, that's possible.
Randall, did you lay the dick down on your teacher? And then here's the other one. 976.76. He needed
grade
an A.
He's grade A beef, ladies.
He got 976 points earned out of 935 points possible.
I don't know how he does it. You know what it is? It's studying while he goes his 5-mile run or whatever. It's crazy.
I think it's the podcast. Don't you think the podcast is helping you do better in
school? It's possible. Hookah Bob says they say breastfed babies are smarter than bottle-fed babies. Is it true? Randall, you're the brainiac. Are you sucking on titties?
Not right now.
Not now.
At this exact moment in time. I will say that my own children, the ones that breastfed the most, might be a little smarter than the other ones. Maybe.
Well, that was
the other ones just stopped sooner.
Well,
but it could be
those titties were nice and fresh. They were like 18 years old.
It could be that was
grade A
at the time. But I will
organic
also say,
milk.
But I also will say that they're the firstborn, right? So firstborns are typically like more driven and whatever.
Not in my family.
But that doesn't mean like so it's funny because my twins are really book smart. Like book smart. Like one of them's got her doctorate in chemistry, and the other one's a programmer at some like fancy fucking company. And then my other daughters are more like heart and creative. So they're like, those two are like focus doing their thing. And the other two are like more kind of hippy dippy or ethereal kind of sensitive types. The other girls are sensitive too, but it's just different in how they operate on a daily basis. So, you know, I think they're all amazing in their own different ways. Oh, and I would say that Anna's the most creative by far, but I think Noelle has the most common sense. You don't think Noelle has the most common sense of the four of them? Of the four
common
of them,
sense?
Let's not forget, drove to school with a flat tire. Almost drove into a pond.
Yeah, I don't want to pass judgment on anybody that can't, you know, give us their 2 cents. So,
well, there you go.
But then, speaking of extraordinary,
they could.
Randall, he says, I drank my mom dry when I was a baby.
Oh, well, there you go. That explains a lot.
That's quite the visual. Like, did air come out? Or did like
starting to sound?
Was a complete like deflation of the fun bag? Or,
I mean, but like, could you imagine if he was like, "Yeah, I was breastfeeding again this morning"? That would
that would not be good.
He's like your age. No, it's not.
No, Randall's not quite my age.
How old are you, Randall?
He's a mature gentleman that has some life.
God, I hope not. If you're mature, what the fuck are you doing here? You guys see?
Maybe he goes to strip clubs and finds strippers that are lactating, and then does his thing. We don't know
what to say about that.
Hookah says that's why he's so smart. Yeah, absolutely. So we just proved it.
Yeah, but I was not breastfed, nor was I loved, and I'm a fucking genius. I'm like literally a genius. They had me tested.
Well, that's because you had to make up. You had to be smart so people would love you. You think I would? You think I would love you with that mouth?
Do you think you love me because I'm smart?
I love you because you have a big heart. You're very smart. That's another reason I like you.
But the thing is, okay, so you love me because I have a big heart. That's what you claim. You claim this. This is your case, Mr. Gear.
Well, I claim I love you for a lot of reasons.
Okay, but you claim that I have a big heart.
Yeah, I think you do.
Okay. Why is it when we get comments from the internet, everybody talks about what a fucking bitch they think I am?
Well, because you belittle your man.
I should have listened to the Sparkle lady.
Sparkle.
So, my man has been a musician since he was a baby, and in 1981 he put out a single. 1981, before most of you were born. And so, after constant nagging from his bitch wife, who bought him all kinds of fun toys and told him to work on his fucking album and nagged him like the nagging bitch she is, he finally got the fucking album done and released it. I fucking will shove this right up your ass. I don't care. It doesn't have a flange. You need me. That's the.
I'm saying I don't need you.
I want
making that new face is fun. That's comedy gold right there. That's a clip. We're all about the clips. We're going social on this.
Or
what? Or we don't go.
I have it on video. He literally told them his album never would have happened if it wasn't for his nagging bitch wife. I said. So there you go.
I never said anything.
So before all y'all come at me, I think all men need a strong woman who's going to help them rise up to the next level. And I'm telling you, there's not a man on this planet who needs it more than this man. I love my husband. Love him. So talented.
Sound it.
So handsome. So charming. Great in bed. About to get a fist right up his fucking ass. But that's not the point. The point is that the man is not very easily motivated. He can be a little lazy. Fortunately, he's not lazy in bed.
Fortunately, I wasn't lazy when I cooked you that cheeseburger quesadilla for dinner.
I know, Tom. Where the fuck's Doug's Pizza?
Boom.
Where the fuck is Doug's Pizza, Tom?
All right, so we have a couple comments. Randall is 5'0". Oh, he's either police or he's actually 50 years old.
He didn't say 5'0", he said 50.
Okay. Well, it's 5-0. Hookah says there was a 90-year-old woman who gave birth. Her titties gave powdered milk. That milk was passed to.
Dude, I think you and Hookah Bob are twins.
That's possible, yeah.
Except one of you is nice to me and gives me drugs, and the other one is you.
And then Randall says, I'm going to show you my new pussy. We are always down for the kitty cat.
We like new pussy, old pussy, fat, skinny.
Speaking of a new pussy, where is our pussy having friend Tracy?
Well, we have many pussy having friends. It's just
we do, yes, we do.
I don't know where she is. By the way, there's 2 people watching us on are allegedly watching us over
I don't see anybody watching us over there.
Well, I don't know. On my screen, it says 2 people are watching. So
okay.
I don't know who's here.
We're
glad you're here. We are
we don't know
live
who you are.
podcast called Marital Hate. We do this 5 nights a week, and you will make friends if you keep coming. The majority of our audience is over on Facebook and YouTube at Marital Hate. Can you come on screen, please?
Well,
Randall says, "Ooh, that's an idea. I'm going to show you my new pussy."
Yeah.
Sent. Dude.
Okay. So he sent it to somebody. I don't know where
definitely like to see people's pussies. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm very excited to see it. But it's really hard for me to pull stuff up during the middle of the podcast because it's not.
Oh, look at that.
That is super cute. It's like a little takeout kitty. All right.
Did you get that at a Chinese food store?
Hey, Randall, can you send me?
Because that's what the
I would love it if you sent me your pussy tomorrow in the form
we'll bring it on screen.
In the form of no text on the image, and I will make it one of our photos.
Yeah.
And I would like to know what your pussy's name is.
What is the pussy's name?
There was a follower had a cat, and
his name was Chinese food. Oh,
I don't think that's his name.
Oh.
So he's sitting. He's in the garage, and he's sitting in like a little takeout container.
Little bin.
So like a little bin.
Does not like a little Chinese.
They will always find
no name yet.
It's like
Stripey.
Trying to pull Stripey. All right, I guess that's one way to go. Stripey.
The dog fight's going on back there. Stripey. I don't know if you can hear it.
Go get your hyena.
I would get my hyena in a
haven't
minute.
Watched before. Doug knows a guy who
had a hyena and brought it to dog fights. I didn't know the guy, but like I knew a guy.
He knows a guy who knows a guy.
Well, not anymore, but yeah.
We also knew a lady who knew a guy who stole the pictures from the Elizabeth.
I don't think
Gardner
we can even
Museum.
talk. We can even joke about that.
We tried to get information from her. She wouldn't tell us.
I was going to call the FBI. I was calling them.
She's dead, so we can't find out now. But yeah, she said she knew.
Yeah.
It's like everybody knows who stole them.
Everybody.
Well,
then the undercover FBI guy would also know. So then I don't need to feel guilty anymore. I was probably, well, not one of, but it was only a couple years after the last time I'd been to that museum. I remember those works. Vermeer, Van Gogh. Van Gogh was like the.
He's trying to cover his tracks.
The shipwreck, but it was like mid shipwreck, and he painted himself on the boat. It was actually a really cool painting. But now it's gone.
I think he stole them.
I didn't steal them. Thought about stealing, like smash and grab. But they were easy picking though. Like they had just like a rent-a-cop. That was it. Millions of dollars of work.
Dude, I will.
You know how much a Vermeer alone would go? It was like this little tiny Vermeer. I think there are some like 17 of his paintings known in the world. And that was one of them.
I thought your paintings, there's like 5 in the house. I have like 57. One of us is a terrible artist. One of us is fucking sick.
Yeah, but one of us is a working artist. And I'm not working because I am not painting at the moment.
So what does that mean?
I'm semi-retired.
We're both semi-retired. I haven't painted in forever. We need to paint.
Okay.
Maybe we'll do a painting
episode.
Do
a podcast painting.
Oh my God, how funny would
it be? We'll paint hookah bob. Everybody paints hookah bob. We'll give instructions.
Paints along at home. That would be fun. We could start doing like little kits. Like episode kits, like gather the following items. If you want us to send it to
tomorrow night, we need 3 popsicle sticks, 2 cotton balls, some Elmer's glue,
and a dildo,
a 4-ounce package of glitter,
and a dildo,
in a pear tree.
A dildo or like the suction cup dildo? Where the fuck are they?
The
I was supposed to have no name yet.
One of your friends one time said she had the suction cup dildo in her shower, and she called it Mr. Dependable. I think that was like the brand name on it. So
I don't even know how I feel about that. Okay.
I know how you feel about the old friend.
I don't understand dildos. I've never had one. Like I understand them, but it's not really.
Well, I don't know. Maybe like people like them.
Okay. So for those of you who haven't been paying attention.
Uh-oh. What do you have
the other night on the podcast?
Oh, there was a little toy that for people.
I need to show you this. So the other night we showed everyone what I believe to be one of the more interesting creations of the 20th century.
It was it's a melding of 2 interests.
If you're on TikTok, you were missing this, but on our other platforms, you can see it, is that there is an invention called a light up fidget spinner butt plug. Light up fidget spinner anal plug. And
so that goes in your
your
downstairs.
Put that in your butthole,
and it
sticks out your butt. So the thing that is really funny is I read this. So we're trying to do content for the podcast.
Right. Yeah.
And in doing content for the podcast, I asked ChatGPT and they suggested that we follow the Skim, which is like a daily skimming of articles. And there's another one called, what's the other one called? The Mug or the Hot Press?
The hot
Morning Brew.
The hot buttered Cincinnati steamer.
So in order to create content for our podcast, it was suggested by ChatGPT that if we want to do current events, which we do, that we should follow the Daily Skim and Morning Brew. Morning Brew is more professional stuff. The Daily Skim seems to be more fashion and whatever. And so some of the articles from the Daily Skim.
Yeah.
Whew,
oh, really? A little much?
No, they're just dumb. Like, it's like they think women are stupid. Like, this is obviously geared toward women, but it's geared toward dumb women. It's geared toward women who are like,
we're not breastfed.
Like, it's like for shallow women who are like stupid and think that they're fucking, I don't know. It's just not good.
All right, well, give us a for instance.
So, for instance, well, there were several articles, but one of them that I just showed to be hilarious was, these adult-friendly fidget toys help me cut back on doom scrolling. Not on the list was the butt plug or spinner.
Oh man,
so I'm just saying.
I thought that like if you had a thing sticking out of your butt and you're spinning it around, it made you doom scroll less.
I am disappointed. I'm disappointed. I'm not mad. I'm just.
I don't know what you're gonna do about it.
In any case, I think that that's just ridiculous. If you're gonna do it right. Shove it up somebody's ass. And that's my message in honor of Pride. Go gays.
Free hugs.
So, of course, I continued to scroll the articles from Skim, thinking to myself, well, what riveting topic can we have in marital hate? And apparently they have skimmed the vote 2024. What female voters are thinking a year out.
That's an old article because we're not quite a year out.
Well, it's not that old, a year out. It was written.
Do I fill in the whole circle or just sort of make
it's so bad.
An oval?
But like, I feel like I'm gonna pull a muscle rolling my eyes. It's so fucking bad. How are you feeling about the upcoming election? You know why they want to gauge your feelings? Because they want to fearmonger and scare you into voting their way.
Wait, hang on. To be fair to the Skim, with 2 M's. How are you feeling about the upcoming election?
Do you not think that marketing companies and politicians and the news use fear tactics to get what they want, to manipulate people?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying we got to be fair and equal for the Skim.
But they are not asking men that question.
Well, maybe they are. Maybe they are on some sort of men with 2 N's.
They are not asking men that question. No one asks men. Are you not a man? Do you not know that no one ever asks you about your feelings? How do you feel right now?
I don't know. Nobody's ever asked me.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody ever asked men how they feel.
But to be fair,
there would not be a headline article in a magazine asking men how they feel about anything. They could be like, "Oh, sir, your entire family was just killed," and they'd be like, "Rub some dirt in it, you'll be fine," and then wonder why we have.
There could be something like, "How do you feel about the new electric Tesla versus the 4.3 electric Tesla with that?"
You know what you do that I don't like?
What's that?
Among many other things.
No,
what you do that drives me crazy is when I'm making a point, you will be like, see, there's this target in the middle of this discussion. It's in the center right there. It's the bullseye. It's the bullseye. And it's like a throbbing bullseye. It's right there. And Doug's like, over there.
I don't usually have
over there.
I don't usually have a hard time finding your throbbing bullseye. Log right into that. I'm just being for the Skim. Skim is not fear mongering. They're asking you how you feel about the upcoming election.
I'm saying, why do you have to argue with me for the sake of arguing with me? I'm saying they would never ask men these questions.
Probably not.
And that they love to gauge women's fear because they know that they can manipulate elections and current events and the stock market and everything else under the fucking sun by playing into people's fucking biggest fears.
100 years ago, women would be asked election questions because they couldn't vote.
Skim readers don't think their representatives support women. Do they ask if they support men? Do they? No. Because men's feelings don't matter. Which issue is most important to you? And of course they said,
dick size.
Sorry, hang on. What is this? So they separated women by their party and on each of these questions, but they asked the women what they were most concerned about, and it was overall was the economy, but of course the evil Republican women were the most concerned about that. Reproductive rights was the second one, gun laws, climate change, foreign policy, etc. But again,
what was the last one? Federal paid family leave was
family paid child care, student loan
forgiveness. Racial justice was at the bottom. All of these people.
Where's racial justice?
Third, fourth up.
That's like the fifth up. It's not really the bottom. So I'm just saying that what I don't like is the fact that they don't ask men these questions. Why is that? Why
don't men you don't matter? Know what we're asked. We're asked to turn our head and cough. How do you like that? All right. So Daniel says, "Dry your tears. He has arrived." Welcome, Daniel.
Yeah.
And Ian would like to say that they want to see how much info people will divulge.
Well, this was just an article that they wrote, so I don't know they polled people, obviously, and they'll, to your point, they're going to get this information and market it.
Bob says, does anybody believe polls? And then that's true, but as the song To Be a Man says, we have to just deal with everything on our own, and we're supposed to hold everything together, even when we're falling apart.
Yeah, that's not realistic. That's going to give you an ulcer, and then you won't be able to fight Logan Paul.
Have you tried rubbing dirt on it?
I think so many of the things that we've seen, men have had so-called negative behaviors in society. So many of them are due to the fact that men are not taught or allowed to express their emotions or feelings. I would argue.
I agree with that. And but I will say that Daniel expect us all to cry because he wasn't here. So that will show a very sensitive side to all of us.
And I'm scared of the big election.
Hookah says rubs organic dirt on it, Randall. Yeah, make sure it's organic. You don't
throw a little manure in there. I love the smell of manure.
Really?
I love you. All night long it's pick on Stacy. Do you want to talk about your feelings? How do you feel?
I need some dirt.
No, tell me
dirt up my feelings.
Did I hurt your feelings, or did you know that I was kidding?
Huh? Mean wife?
Did I hurt your feelings?
You did not hurt my feelings.
Do you ever not know when I'm kidding?
You're kidding most of the time, and that except when you get that look, and then I know.
You guys know when I'm kidding. I'll tell you when I'm not kidding. When I'm serious, jug here.
Jug it.
Not Greg, as it were. Jug here. Doug. When I'm being serious, has to be Mr. Ball of laughs.
Sometimes I can't help it. I just can't help it.
Like to the point where we get off the podcast and I'm in tears. Because I've been trying to be serious and he's mocking me the entire time. He cannot help himself. He always wanted a little sister. My friend Christina, not here very often. Courtney comes to the podcast, but she's not really around for the noogies. I'm telling you, I blow him and he gives me noogies the whole time. It's ridiculous.
That does not happen. Might grab the hair. I don't know.
Why couldn't you just go with the bit? Why couldn't you just be like, see, I'm being funny, right? That's funny to say that my husband gives me noogies.
I was stuck on something previous to that. Like, I'm not going to give Courtney noogies because, like, she's been out in the garden. She's probably covered in bugs, like a little sister would be.
And Daniel says, you have a great point.
Yes, thank you, Daniel. I do have a great point.
No, he does not mean you. He means me.
What are you talking about?
Do you realize that my male friends are friends with you because they're like, that bitch is crazy. How do you handle that shit? And then
they're not wrong.
They love me. They love me.
They do love you.
They love you, but it's different. It's different.
There's a layer of reverence because they don't know how you're gonna be emotional over the next election.
They see you.
They know that I'm gonna be a rock.
You as the man
dirt.
Who took on the fire-breathing dragon, as does the rest of the internet.
I don't know if you wanted to share what happened like mid-morning today.
Well, I pulled up my dress.
Well, it was more of a towel, wasn't it, at that point?
Yeah, I'm not really a person. I'm just not. And so I got up this morning, and I finally we have people showing up eventually. I don't know. They were like going to be here at 6:30, and now it's like midnight. I have no idea where they are. But they wanted to come on the podcast. They're not here.
The podcast will be over soon.
We'll be asleep. And so, and well, I'm high.
Hookah's got to go. We'll see you tomorrow.
Where are you going?
He said he won't watch tomorrow. I don't know why. He's got things to do. He's gonna rub some dirt on it.
Hookah Bob. express your feelings, feel loved.
Express your
We're grateful for you. Okay. So there's a podcast guest. They said they were going to come on the podcast.
Yep.
Not here. Don't know if they're ever showing up.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out all this technical stuff. I haven't got any of my social engagement done. I'm going to try to do it after the podcast. I didn't get any social engagement done yesterday either. These are very, very bad things. But we're working towards solutions. I fixed my laptop, etc.
Moving forward.
So I wasn't feeling well. My brain was hurting. So I got in the bathtub and I took a call from my friend Darcy. Not a call. She sends me these Marco Polo things. I love her. I hate those fucking things because I have to open a video.
It's like a voicemail with video.
Just call me and I'll talk to you while I do things. But
it's actually like a mini podcast.
It is, but it's
about
like,
you.
I want to comment and I can't.
Yeah, you can't.
I mean, I guess Darcy's the only person who can have a conversation with me uninterrupted because she doesn't.
Wait a minute. Can we do that? That way, because I'm always interrupting you. You're always interrupting.
We're gonna Marco Polo each other.
That's not the point. That's not the point. And we just Marco Polo it. Here's how I feel about the election.
I hate the fucking thing. But I love my friends, so I watched it. So I
get
out of the tub. So I shaved my legs.
Oh, it was so nice.
I hadn't shaved them in a while, and I shaved my armpits.
Oh.
What I do now, because I take these Epsom salt baths. What I do is when I get in the tub,
it's too much information.
No, it's not too much information. It's health shit.
Okay.
I take a scoop in each hand of the Epsom salt, like once they're just barely wet. By the way, it gets super cold. It's weird. And I take them and I put them in my armpit, so I'm getting the optimum magnesium absorption. But here's the thing that's crazy about it. When your body is deficient in magnesium, you get like sweaty, stinky. And I'm doing it. And when I do it, I actually stink more. And I think it's my body's like, can you give us more of that? Or I'm detoxing. I don't fucking know what it is. It must be detoxing. So, so I put salt and lemons in my armpits like a weirdo. And so I had to shave my puss, as you do. And I sit on the side of the tub, which thank God I didn't.
Probably too much information. I don't think this is really falls under the healthcare umbrella.
No, it's important. Okay, so I sit on the side of the tub. I spread my legs. I'm a what do you call it?
Leg spreader?
I'm a juicy booty bitch. Juicy booty goddess. I'm a badass bitch. So I'm sitting on the side of the tub, spread eagle, which you should be glad you can't see because I'm not wearing panties.
Oh yeah.
And what I did was I grabbed my Trader Joe's pumpkin scrub and just
scrubbed it
because it keeps you from getting ingrown hair. So you're exfoliating and it's making the hair stand up. So you rub it, which is delightful.
Flip it, rub it down. Oh no.
You rub it until such time as, if the sugar, salt, whatever the hell it is dissolved. And then you do your shaving and it's nice and silky. So afterward, I come back to the living room.
She's in her spot on the recliner with this towel like sort of haphazardly wrapped around her. She's like, come over here. And I come over and I'm like, it's never good, right? There's always something. Smell my puss. And I'm like, that's weird. But I knew she just got out of bath. So I was like,
how is that weird?
So I kind of bent down like close to the towel.
We need a reality show, really.
I bent down a little close to the towel and I could smell an aroma of vanilla. And I'm like, oh, that was a pleasant surprise. And she's like, yeah, I put the pumpkin stuff on my puss. And I'm like, well, that all I could think of was like you're putting pumpkin like filling in.
Would you eat pumpkin pie filling?
No.
It's
gross. That's gross.
You don't like pumpkin pie?
I like pumpkin pie.
You don't
and
like
I like the puss, but I don't like pie puss.
Let me ask you, viewers, have you ever had pumpkin pie eaten off your puss? Or put pumpkin pie on someone's puss? Or ass, or whatever other orifice you may like to put pumpkin pie on?
I think it's the consistency of the pumpkin pie filling that is close to the consistency of some other stuff that comes out of that sort of area in the bottom of your region, the surrounding area. Daniel says he wishes all women would do that, and that I guess that would mean shave the puss on the side of
like vanilla.
Yeah,
give it a whirl.
Vanilla shades
makes
puss.
you happy. Also,
what are you gonna do about it?
So the other thing that happened.
Okay, all right. So what else we had?
So the other thing that happened today is I don't know what I'm always crying. I'm going through menopause. I've got a life full of trauma.
It's a sack full of trauma.
I don't know if I'd call it a sack full of trauma, but I do. I've had a lot of trauma in my life. And so I I'm a crier. Like I cry sometimes for no reason. I don't know why. I'm not really,
yesterday.
But it's usually when I'm happy. What did I cry at yesterday?
Costco. At a TikTok.
I was watching a TikTok. It made me cry.
Crying.
Who doesn't cry at TikToks?
Like a baby.
So I always cry when people are nice to each other. It just makes me so happy. They're happy tears. So if I cry because I'm fucking happy for people, what the fuck is wrong with that? You have a problem with that? You can go somewhere. Not Costco. Because Costco's where the nice people
and
go.
Where you go needs a flange.
No, I think that they don't have a flange. I think they go straight to the mason jar. No flange.
Ooh.
So, what was I saying?
You're talking about.
Oh, we're sitting on the couch and I'm just crying about nothing. Right. And Deb goes, "What are you doing?" And I go, "It seems like it's unfair to cry when there's fish next to me." Or unfitting.
Unfitting. So we had salmon for lunch, and she left a couple pieces of salmon. She was like, "It seems
I'm crying.
Wrong." And I'm like, "Well, I can move the fish."
But I said, it seems unfitting to cry when you're sitting next to fish.
And I said, that sounded like a Bible thing, like a Lent.
No, that's not what you said. I said, because I wrote it down.
Yeah.
It seems unfitting to cry when there's fish next to me. It seems unfitting to cry when there's fish next to me. And your response to that was, what kind of fucked up Jesus shit is that? Just goes to show Doug puts on airs for the podcast. Stacy.
Thy not shed a tear when thy fish is near. That was my actual Bible quote.
That was your quote afterward. I wrote it down and I used it as the quote today. Now you know why Doug.
So wait a minute. Wait. We were just talking about smelling puss.
Yeah, and
fish. So
in the same area of our house.
It was in that same area of the.
I'm gonna go to the gynecologist to make sure everything's okay.
Well, let's say because you're putting pumpkin pie filling up there.
I
nutmeg. Nutmeg. Do not put nutmeg up there.
The only filling that has been up there lately, you put up there. So if it smells,
I don't know what you're talking about. Daniel says, I would not be able to resist that kind of invitation from a freshly showered lady. It was a freshly bathed lady in salt. And she already told you that she was putting salt on her underarms with lemon. And I don't know. Says it makes her sweat more. I didn't know what to expect. And very often you set me up for some sort of dastardly deed.
Okay, hang on a second. Are you saying?
Yes, I am saying. And I don't even know what you're going to say. I am saying that.
Hang on a second. You do this constantly where you think you know what I'm talking about and you don't. How many times has that happened today?
Probably just once.
In this case, you definitely know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. I know there's some dastardly.
I just feel like I love you.
Yes. And
it's
your job.
It's my job to keep you on your toes.
Yeah.
Are you bored in this marriage?
I'm exhausted.
Are you bored in this? Could you imagine if I wasn't sick?
Oh my God. I probably would have died 10 years ago.
I'm having like wicked shortness of breath lately.
That's not good.
I was like gasping for air walking to the other side of the pool. And then Daniel said I wouldn't read. Oh, the invitation. Yeah, we need a producer. Okay, so here's the other one.
Okay, another one coming.
This is just so fucking stupid. So it's one of these articles where they talk about what to buy your father for Father's Day. And Father's Day is coming soon. Buy something for your father. You have one.
If you don't have a father, buy something for me.
If you don't, buy something.
And if you don't have a me, just save your money because I don't want your
donate to charity.
I don't want your crap.
So
I don't want your Hallmark crap.
I am going to tell you. I'm actually not even going to bother showing them on screen because it's terrible.
Dumb. It's dumb.
So these are the. Don't look at my screen.
All right.
You look straightforward. Straightforward. You have always trying to get you to not look straightforward. This time.
I don't know which screen to look at.
Just look at both.
I'm gonna look at both.
Or like go cross-eyed. Or like the cat. You know the clock one. Anyway, don't make it weird.
I just saw Daniel's quote. Can we get to the quote?
Please.
I've chewed up more pussy than cervical cancer, and I've only had one bad experience. Well, there you have it. From an experienced man.
Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you Marital Hate, a podcast for fucked up people.
Fucked up people. Yeah. Good. Well, those are good percentages, Daniel. You're doing all right with that percentage.
Well, have you had a lower percentage of bad experiences?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what his ratio is. So, I can't compare to my ratio.
No, it's a percentage.
Oh yeah. Well, 1 to 5 million.
So how many bad pussies have you encountered?
But I've never chewed up pussy like cervical cancer. I've never done that. That's Daniel. That's classic, right? That's an instant classic.
Yes.
All right. So Father's Day gifts.
This dumb bitch.
All right, this dumb bitch on Skimmy or whatever this
I'm
thing
not going to
is.
say her name, but these are her obsessions.
Okay.
What we're buying our dads for Father's Day. And my parents don't like me. Oh my God. Wait till you hear this. A hand bomb from a Statusy brand.
Hand bomb.
Yes, a hand bomb.
The whole point of being a man is that you have rough ass hands and you do shit with them.
Unless your arm pal got them. Okay. This one actually you might like.
We have someone here called Bear Rug saying hello. What's up, Bear?
Shout out to Bear Rug. What's going on, motherfucker? We're glad you're here. Welcome to Marital Hate.
Yeah, you just kind of missed some fucked up shit.
It's gonna get worse.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
We're talking
about the people that are here. They'll be your friends.
Yeah,
they'll be your friends. They're the most amazing people in the world. We call them the master haters. They come night after night after night, and they're super cool. They love everybody.
It's
really
actually
supportive.
Tom. We have pizza and beer. Are you out front?
Well, we're out back. So
yeah, we're out back. Let me go see if I can.
I'm asking you what you want for Father's Day, and you're leaving.
Well, I'm coming back.
It's because these gifts are so fucking shitty. Like, I think we should just make up better things. Like, I could be like, a very large bag of shit, and he would. I don't even know. But it's really weird to be on like a flow on what you're talking about, and somebody just gets up and leaves. No, he's going to be here in 5. Like, he's not even fucking here. Doug just got up in the middle of the podcast. Tom! Just walk out back. We're in the middle of a podcast.
Nobody here.
They're 5 minutes away.
Okay.
Just walk out back. We're in the middle of a podcast.
He doesn't know what house it is. Problem.
I told him the address.
Some crazy lunatic.
I told him the address. I told him it was on the corner, and I told him we have a pool. We're outside making profanity.
Oh yeah, not a lot of people are talking about chewing up pussy like a cervical cancer. I didn't say it.
Back to the story. So the next one that comes up,
all right.
I think you would actually like this. Would you want a book for Father's Day?
It depends what the book is.
It's actually called The Lyrics by Paul McCartney. So you would actually like that.
I don't know if it's just a bunch of printed lyrics by Paul McCartney. It's probably not great, but if it's Paul McCartney talking about how he came up with the lyrics,
if he's a Beatles fan, a history buff, or simply loves to read, this book is from the lead singer of the Beatles is must read. You can expect a collection of over 160 lyrics, along with a commentary from Paul McCartney.
Okay, that might be good. Yeah.
All right, that might be good. Wes Nolan, if you're watching.
No, I don't want anybody to get anything.
Does anybody know when Father's Day is? A masterclass subscription to boost the brain.
That I would dig that. Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, God. And then a golf-inspired T-shirt with a fun graphic.
Not for me, unless it says golf is for.
A book about why we love baseball. Books are apparently the things, and then
not so great. 2
card options for single parents, super parent, and then like a mom doing all the stuff, and then noise canceling headphones from Bose.
Those are nice, but I have the noise canceling earbuds, so I'm good to go. So basically, save your money, folks. Don't buy me anything.
Most dads don't want you to spend any money; they want you to save it, or save it for your future. Like for Father's Day, I bought myself a savings bond, Dad. He would be really happy.
Yeah. Buy yourself a gold bar from Costco.
Whatever, just
and don't lose it.
Don't forget Father's Day. Hang out with him. Hang out with your dad. I don't know. I find a lot of these articles to be sponsored.
Yeah.
And as such, when they recommend products.
Can I just say something about Skim, the website?
Yes. It's dim.
I don't think it takes a lot of smarts to say, get your dad a book on baseball or a shirt for golf or hand lotion. Like, that's just a stupid one, but like the only one that I mean, those are like,
they might
what
have
kind
actually
of idiot?
Not been that bad one.
Why don't you just get him a tie? I'm sure Brian's tie.
They lost me at hand cream.
Yeah, that's.
By the way, chances are, if you've ever bought your dad a tie, your parents are still happily married. They've used it in a sex way.
Well, I was going to say that the dad probably would use that hand lotion in a solo sex act. If he's.
Oh my God, that's exactly why you buy your dad lotion, because he's not getting any. He's going to rub it out. Okay, I retract my statement.
Maybe they are smart.
You're onto something. Everyone buy your dad some lotion if you don't think he's getting.
That's funny.
Did you ever wonder if your dad was getting any or not?
No, my parents were lovely people.
Yeah, but did you wonder?
I don't know. I didn't know. I never thought of it.
Well, I'm asking you now. Do you think your parents had an active sex life?
I don't know how active or inactive it was, but they seemed very happy.
Did they do like touching or kissing or anything?
Yeah, they liked each other. Yeah.
Were they physical with one another?
Yeah, they liked each other. Yeah.
Did you ever catch them like making out?
No, not really.
Never caught them like do anything weird?
No, not doing anything. Well, maybe not. Maybe I did. I just didn't know. Heather Phillips is here.
Hey, girls.
From her Midwest situation. Hope all is well. And she says a personalized gift would be a better option. Haha. Yes. Yeah, you should write for Skim.
Exactly.
Randall is waving.
Hey, Randall.
Daniel says good to great partners. I think I missed my so hang on. We're gonna go back up there. So Matthew's here. Matthew, what's going on? Sweet. And then Daniel says approximately 1,700 good to great experiences and one bad one.
1,700? Chickadee, check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Because you might have a little.
You put your dick in too much, and it's bad for your health.
All right, so he says 4 minutes out.
That was a while ago.
And he's talking about it. Good to great partners, personalized gift, boom, 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 hey there, and then a book on how to deal with your inner demons. Well, what if you didn't?
And a book cover, because men are allowed to have feelings, and God forbid they should try to.
Yeah. What if you don't have inner demons? You give your dad an inner demons book, and then all of a sudden he develops the inner demons, and then you feel like a little shit.
Oh my God! Great. But the step-by-step instructions, but I'm in the middle of a podcast. Just come. Okay. I will be reiterating. What
if you bought your dad inner demons? You didn't like your dad, you bought him some inner demons. Yeah.
I think my mom had that covered.
Oh.
No, actually, listen, my parents are both they're both complicated.
They're both
people,
alive.
And I wish them the best.
They could
very
be
best,
watching this.
They just weren't the best parents.
Well,
but that's what happens when you're 15 and 17 when you get a bitch pregnant. So, our topics tonight. Can you stop leaving? But he can just walk around. I told him to do. Tom, I'm really annoyed with you right now. Okay. I'm going to just sit here and talk to myself in the middle of the podcast. Hashtag blackout is trending, which not a power outage, but we are seeing cellular outages from Verizon and AT&T. We have T-Mobile. I got to tell you, we got such a deal through Costco. So we got Costco. We have a Costco membership. We switched to T-Mobile. We saved something like $50 a month on our bill. And we got $900 in gift cards, and we got free Netflix, free Apple TV, free Hulu, and one of the other networks, all for free through T-Mobile. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. And they also have T-Mobile Tuesdays where you can get like these discounts on Tuesdays. Learn something new every day. And then, of course, I had hashtag Will Smith. I guess he's filming some movie, and I don't know if this is why it's trending or not, because they don't tell you. There's just a hashtag. So he was doing this shooting for this movie, and they were doing a first action. They were showing it like as he's approaching the target and as he was shooting it. So they were going from, what do you call it when you look at the person versus not looking at the person? So they were going from one to the other and one to the other. And it had this contraption. It was like a camera, and it like almost like a pulley switcheroo kind of situation. And it was super cool. So anyway, they showed that, but I was just like wondering, and again, if I had my co-host here, it would be very helpful. I'm going to put a lot of stress on you guys. And Heather says, that's a hell of a deal. Yeah, girl. Yeah. And I don't know what promo they're running right now, but they always do different promos. If you're going to buy, of course, we buy like most of our groceries at Costco. It's because we eat mostly organic, and it's like half the price. And it's probably half the price for regular food. We just don't buy it. But they also have things like car purchasing assistance, like where you pay like whatever. They have insurance, prescriptions. I get my contacts on. My contact lens exam was $150, and my 3 months of lenses. I think it's 3 months. 3 months of lenses was $160. So out the door for like what, $316? Not so bad. So they also have they have relationships with Generac. Whatever the company is that does the reverse osmosis water. And then the third one is the reverse osmosis water. And we're in a fight. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you? Hi. I don't drink, but thank you. But if you want some,
I'll put you over there.
give me 1 second. We have company. I'm trying to do a podcast. You messaged me 50 times.
I'm gonna be the guest. Don't you want to be that guest?
Just be here, but don't tell me 50 times because it interrupts my phone.
Oh, that's Steve.
Come on, handsome gentleman,
All right,
Steve.
this is
Can you
Steve.
come over and give you one?
I have stuff.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay. Hey, thanks for having us.
Have a seat.
Hello, world.
You have to understand.
Podcast.
I enjoy a sexy bald man, and you
Oh,
are not.
thank you.
If you had an accent, I'd be done for.
Okay, so this is our friend Tom, who has apparently come to eat some pizza.
Yeah.
I've already forgot. It's Steve.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Sorry, I don't even know my own name tonight. I am on copious amounts of marijuana.
I need to catch up.
We have plenty of lovely treats that Hookah Pop brought us.
Hello.
Did I give you one?
No, you're not.
Steve, you want to come be on the TV?
Oh, okay.
Come hang out.
Yeah, bring them.
The chairs are all on wheels. Just bring your chair.
Okay.
So we've never had 4 people on before, but here we go. So here's the question: we have had 4 people on before.
Yeah.
We usually do 2 cameras. Should we do 2 cameras? We'll 2 camera it up. Actually, we'll be 3 cameras.
We'll be in the back.
3 cameras, 4 cameras.
Ooh.
Sold.
Doug, you come to the right. Steve.
We got feedback.
Yeah.
And in honor of Blowfly, we're drinking the High Lie Pale Ale.
That's right.
That's terrible. Can I move this for you?
Well, the High Lie is where he was every day of his adult life.
The bar?
No, the High
plain
High Lie.
High Lie.
The highlight.
It's a
game.
gambling. It's a
Yeah.
gambling game.
Oh,
They still have it though, don't they?
Yeah,
There's
well,
only
yeah.
one place.
I mean, in a lot of places, what they do is so basically it's an old
I
Spanish
don't want to be
thing.
on both
Yeah.
cameras. Steve, I
Uh-oh.
want you and Tom on that camera.
Okay.
Okay,
There you go.
there we go.
Not that we're hiding you.
I'm black.
You're in the. He's black. He's in the back of the bus.
That's kind of the.
Wait. Wait.
Oh, this is gonna get me in trouble. Hang on, I'm not done with what I'm saying. The problem is you being black, not you being black, but you
Right.
being black in that location is the
Right.
problem. Tom,
Right.
can I ask you to move backwards so we can put
Right.
Steve?
I know. That's why I said that.
Give him his reparations.
Right.
Let the man sit up front.
Right.
We'll both sit up front. We'll angle.
We just don't want you to fade away into the distance.
Well,
although
you know, Steve. Well, when we brought Clarence over there, he was the entire black population of Scituate.
We have to pull a permit.
Yeah.
I think we're losing signal on TikTok, or they can't see us. Let's see.
That was low on battery.
Oh, well, it could die at any minute. So if you're paying attention, TikTok, great. If you're not, well, too bad. Tom's here, Steve's here, Doug's here, Stacey's here. I think you're just going to have to look at Steve the whole time.
Steve, it is now your life.
So
Steve, where you from?
I'm from Los Angeles. I was born there. I live in Miami now. Pinecrest.
And how,
For like 12 years or something.
how do y'all know each other?
Oh my God.
Well,
I've always heard of Smoke Dog. That's his name is Smoke Dog.
Smoke Dog.
Yeah.
that was my first
I was
band.
homeless and I was living in a van outside of a movie studio. They were working on a Corey Feldman shithole movie.
Well, Corey Feldman, but
So I was like, you know what? I'll score the fuck scenes and the kill scenes if you let me sleep in the van. So I was sleeping in the van, and I invited this goth chick over, and I think I sliced my finger open,
Mhm.
goth
and she was
chicks love
bringing
that
me
shit.
coke or something, and then we were going to an opera that night, the Rat Opera, and there's the night
It was a rock opera.
It was a rock opera.
About a friend of
it's called
ours.
the Rat Opera, though.
Mhm.
So he goes up on stage, and I see him, and I think we were arguing before that, where he was yelling at me. He was like, "Do you want to go on tour?" And I was like, "Yeah."
That's what he does.
I was like, "You motherfucker!" I was like, "Oh, sure."
And then Steve lied that he could play the piano. And
No, listen, I played like free jazz.
Not
Like, I was
then you
doing-
didn't. Not then you didn't.
No, but I mean, I had chops though. You couldn't even fucking hear it, man. You don't even listen to that stuff, man. You know.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Okay.
whatever. So I went on tour with him on the West Coast Blowfly tour, and I didn't even have a keyboard until like Seattle. I bought like someone's.
You bought.
It's the most bizarre. Did you buy it?
Yes, yes, I
It's the
did.
most bizarre thing in the world. And then in Seattle, he had Klonopin or something. I took some Klonopin, and I ended up outside naked, outside of the door. The
You
hotel
are telling
room.
this story wrong.
See?
Okay.
Hang on.
Okay.
Is there any chance that could happen tonight? Hear me out.
Listen,
I don't know you
A
very
cop?
well.
a cop woke
Yeah.
me up.
In the street?
No. He's in the hallway at a Red Roof Inn.
Underwear
We're
on.
in a Red Roof Inn.
Did you see?
I got to knock on the door. Yes. Does he belong here? Yes.
He thought
We
were fans.
don't ask you. We don't ask much, but we just can you just keep him inside? We don't ask much. Can you keep him
They
inside?
thought
Yes,
we're
yes,
lovers.
officer. It's like,
The cop was
why
yeah,
is he
you
out there?
were-
I'm like, I was asleep, officer.
They didn't want to fuck with this shit. You know,
No,
I didn't put that together until the next day. It was like,
That's a riot.
dude,
Though.
they
Yeah.
thought we were bad.
I would never have put that.
We
there.
support your interracial, homosexual relationship.
Mm.
As a matter of fact, we're rocking our pride or free hugs from mom and dads because we have a gay and we love many a gay, and we love the straights too. But I have to tell you, so you haven't met me before.
She's kind of a lot.
Kind of a lot.
We're more of a lot than you,
I have
Stacey.
an irrational fear of monster dongs.
Mm.
And I'm a tiny bit racist in the sense that I'm assuming that your dick could jump out at any minute and just smack me in the face. So I'm just asking, you're welcome in our home. Please make yourself at home. If any way I can help you, but if you could keep
My
that
dick
same
actually
honest-
took the van and is going to get some crack for us later.
Oh, okay, cool.
Well, as long as you don't take out a pan flute and serenade his dong, it won't come up and spit at you. Yeah.
I woke up one day and he was doing that. I was like, dude, I don't do that.
Hear
Bro.
me out. Hear me
How
out,
many
though.
times I gotta
But
tell you?
so here's the thing. I'm afraid it's gonna bite me,
Mhm.
but I want to see it. So, is there any chance you could get on one of those flamingos and float around the pool, and we set up like a camera, and we can all make some money on OnlyFans and answer the question of white women everywhere?
And you wonder why people think you're swingers.
I know people.
I thought you were weird. I saw something.
Get banned on TikTok.
Yo, do we get banned yet?
Steve, can you get in the middle on our pool float and helicopter?
No, I don't want to. No, I don't want to.
As long as we got our Zelle accounts open,
I'm afraid.
Yeah,
I'm
get
just
ready.
showing you. No, you don't understand. My husband
You
right
don't
here.
understand. Black people don't like pools. They don't like swimming. They're afraid of water.
Oh,
Thank you, thank
What
you,
does that make you?
thank you,
Yeah.
thank you.
But you don't swim. That's black, but only in the front and back.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Mm.
I got no ass.
But my problem is his dick is too big for me, and I couldn't take any bigger than that. And congratulations to whatever women you're able to
Into accepting this.
fear with your monster dong. But I'm just saying, I'm afraid. And Tom, I feel like I'm safe with you. I'm just kidding. I'm sure Tom also has a monster dong. He's got Viking stock.
I do have Viking
Oh,
stuff.
he does that by
I know for a fact that Swedes also monster dongs.
Mm.
my car is Swedish.
Actually, there's Viagra gummy bears now, and in Sweden they do this procedure where you can have a penis on your back for back fucking. I'm kidding.
I would totally see that's the problem.
And that's why we have the backstroke.
I can't. I would love that. What, baby?
Back fucking. No.
Darlene, did you have something?
That's why that's why Michael Phelps gets so much ass. He just does the backstroke.
That and the weed.
Yeah.
Isn't that the guy from the
Three's Company.
No, I thought it was the two cops. Miami vibes. No.
How awesome would it be if Michael Phelps was Mr. Roper?
I gotta just pause you guys for just a quick second because I just want to let you guys know. Yeah, people comment the whole time. So
Mhm.
Heather's here. Heather says, "Hey there." Heather is up north, but I met her on the beach a couple weeks ago. She's awesome. A book on how to deal with your inner demons. We already got that from Randall. All men have inner demons because they hold everything, and y'all have inner demons.
Mine are outer demons.
Yeah,
Tom's are definitely
an
outer.
demon.
Steve, inner demons.
I don't know.
Seems like you've seen some
I mean,
shit. You told me you were homeless, so you've seen some shit.
Oh yeah, I've seen some shit. Yes.
And you're a human being on the planet, so you've seen some shit.
Mhm.
And you're black, so you may have even
Well,
seen some extra shit.
He saw a blowfly climb over 3 seats in a 15-passenger van because he was angry that a Ferrari passed us on the I-5. We're going 75 miles an hour. Mind you, our black driver, who was a Marine in the Philippines and, used to shoot down, guerrillas as they were trying to take over the Marcos Palace. He would be up there every night. Pew, pew, pew. Yeah, so Bill's driving. So we have a 6'6" black guy driving the van. And Clarence decides, because a sports car designed to go 200 miles an hour has passed a 15-passenger van full of a band and equipment, that we snailing. So Steve had to hold Clarence back.
Neighbors.
Sorry, neighbors.
I like to say fuck and pussy a lot.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
I was just referring to that as the shit that he has seen.
So
I mean, that's not what I've seen. That I've seen 2 paranormal things. That's what you're talking about.
Let's loop back. Let me loop back to this.
I just want to explain. I met Tom at a blowfly show 100 years ago. Like it has been close to 15 years.
Not 15. It was.
Where
it was. Okay. Worcester was 2000. Oh, it was 15 years ago. That was 2009.
And so I love this guy Blowfly. He's a nasty rapper. I loved him since I was a kid. And he came to our town in the club that has my record on the jukebox. And so I just had to make fast friends. Actually, I made fast friends with Tom on Facebook before the show, and then introduced myself, and we've been buds ever since. And then of course a few years later, they're coming back to Quincy, and I said something to Stacy, and Stacy's like,
invite him over.
Goes, why don't you invite him over for lunch or something? Have him over for dinner. They're your friends, right? And everybody, like, so CM Cook is my friend. Otis Redding's my friend. Like, she returns all
the Buffalo Bills are all his
people.
friends.
These are your friends.
Yeah,
like the Boston Celtics this week.
So
and now I'll explain to you why we actually showed up.
Let me just get through the comments and please finish that story. So anyway, Tom has a house in Fort Myers. He needs to deal with some stuff there. He brought Steve, our new friend, and thank you for increasing our Black friends. We appreciate it.
A lot of people don't think I'm Black. They think I'm whatever works at the moment.
No, honestly, my dad.
That's what I am.
I'm half Portuguese, and my dad, if he goes in the sun, he's as dark as you.
Right.
So like,
I want to go to Brazil. That's big booty heaven. For a Black man, that's just like, you know.
Booty.
I will twerk for you if you do your little trick in the pool. I will twerk for you, and let me just tell you. Your girl can work it. So he's not. You're afraid of the water.
We're subscribing to every stereotype known to man.
That's how we.
We're not leaving anything.
Never mind the fact that we showed up to your house. There was welcome Blowfly, master of class, and then on the piano there was a 40-ounce. Clarence is a drink. A watermelon soda.
That's awesome.
Actual watermelon.
That's awesome.
We went to KFC.
I just think it's so fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, that's right. That is true.
I think it's so fucking ridiculous.
We played in San Francisco, and someone gave him an 8-ball. Give me that shit. He took it, but he must have thrown it away or whatever. And he still wrecks. He still was wrecking hotel rooms. He had to. It's part of his pay. Like the old school, like how Led Zeppelin, all that. Like
it wasn't so much fun to clean up.
No, but it's still cool. Like he's still wrecking.
So cool, unless you're the one paying.
I know, but I mean,
as I am the one paying for it, I will say it's not cool.
No, it's not. Did you make any money on that tour?
On which tour? The one Steve was on?
Sure.
No.
Did you make any money on the one you were on when you came to our house?
Yes, because we played Princeton on that. No, wait, Princeton. Hang on, that was 2009.
No,
we made money on that tour.
Wait, 2013 tour. We have something for our viewers who we recently introduced them to. Tom and Blowfly played The Gathering of the Juggalos.
Yes, we did.
Oh my god, I wish I was on that.
That is a white trash so
fest.
Bad.
No, you don't.
Will you show me your butthole?
YouTube videos about it.
That's what I'm into. But I'm not into showing buttholes. I'm into.
So that's the whole Juggalo
random.
Thing.
Yes.
Juggalo thing. They'll say, "Show me your butthole." It's their thing. Yeah. So we actually.
They treated you guys good, right? I remember.
They're okay. So there's two.
I gotta get through these comments.
Here's the thing with Juggalos, the cool ones are very cool.
Right.
However,
the other ones,
their worst ones, their 1% are the worst fucking trash.
Utah Usher, I see you. It's going crazy. It's going off the rails.
We don't know what's happening.
We're talking about Juggalos.
But we're also on YouTube at Marital Hate, or you can just look at this handsome chocolate bar. Just
look at you.
You're a man kitty.
So
on the show, but I will tell you. So I got to get through the.
I'm game.
No, you can feel so many.
Okay, so wait. I'm
here.
Heather loves Costco. She says, "Hello, new friends." Everybody say hi to Heather.
Hello,
Tracy
Heather.
Tracy says, "Happy Tuesday, peeps. I'm sorry I'm late. You should be." That's our friend Tracy. She's what we call an OG lesbian because she's been a lesbian from like back in the day. Because we like to stereotype
before
people.
It was cool.
And then Melissa Tuff says, "Pay me $75 a ticket, and I'll put ICP on Spotify and spray you with Fago."
Oh my god!
No.
Whoop, whoop.
That's the thing I don't understand is the soda.
He's very concerned about the soda.
It's always.
I played in a band where we did some ICP tunes.
Oh wow!
Yeah, we actually ended up. Huh?
Did they throw Fago at you?
No, we weren't that far in, but we actually were in Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Oh, okay.
And we actually played for the Dana Schneider show, which is Master Shake. I mean, this is like con people. These are
MC
people
Chris.
who are into this is nerdcore. Yeah. It's that kind of stuff,
shit.
which is like.
So would you like me to tell your viewers my Gathering of the Juggalos tale?
I would like you to tell it, but I do want to just explain. Oh, look at this! Somebody is here. Pack Spores on Instagram. Save me 10 years of old life. Blah, blah, blah,
Nice.
blah, blah, blah. If you want to sell mushrooms on this podcast, you can sell mushrooms on this podcast. Come on as a guest. Give us a bunch of free mushrooms. We have all kinds of yeah. But you can't just add here for no reason.
And we are also we just ate a mushroom pizza.
Melissa says I fucking love that show, and she says Meatwood is my spirit animal.
Meatwad.
Meatwad.
Oh
yeah.
Meatwad.
Meatwad got the money. Same.
We had to slow our voices a little bit.
Sorry.
Sorry.
You found cred. You guys, I'm
gonna
get was for Aqua Teen Hunger Force. He's a meatball.
The only thing I know about Aqua Teen Hunger Force is that they put up these little signs, these LED signs all over Boston.
I don't know what that means.
They shut down the whole town because they thought it was a terrorist.
The first two seasons of Aqua Teen Hunger Force are amazing.
On everything, because I had a magical Santa Claus come to my house.
Were they French fry guys?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, French fry, a shake, a meatball,
Master Shake.
But they were like a little sign.
Yeah.
Time out. Sorry, I'm whispering into my speaker. My microphone is not on. Melissa says, Meatwad is her spirit animal. She says, I've got some. Do you want? No, thank you. We're full up. Hook a Bob hooked us up. Yeah, Lori hooked me up. Like everybody's just sending me presents.
I'm ready for weed. And, someone can feel free to give me some.
And do you want some Delta 8 or Delta 9?
What is that?
Are those edibles?
Oh, those
edibles.
Okay.
Melissa Tauf says, laughing my ass off. So
we don't know what's happening.
Whilst
these
guys
just showed up
and share.
We did bring pizza and beer. I mean, we did not show up empty handed.
While I share some of the wealth with my new friends, I will leave the gentleman to tell you. I want to hear the Juggalo story. Can you say that?
Yes,
for me?
I will save you.
So
the
you guys
story.
talk about how you know each other in the tour,
right,
and one last thing.
She's getting the weed.
Just want you to know. So we have people. And we, you know how the world wants to divide us all into little categories,
and
realizing that, like, what we have, like, you have more melanin in your skin than I do, or something. Like, we're somehow different.
He certainly has more melanin than I have. I have no melanin.
Well, you're a Viking.
But my point is, I like to joke about it. And so, if you're here and you're black, you get to speak for all of Black America, really the Black world. I mean, everyone that's black. Right. Tracy gets to speak for all lesbians, and Tom gets to speak for all pains in my head.
But for some reason, we have a gay men's council.
He's oddly like my annoying big brother. We are working on the gay men's
We're working on a gay men's council.
Whether Steve and Tom will be in it remains to be seen, but I'm getting
I'm hopelessly straight. I'm sorry.
Well, night ain't over.
Yeah, okay. Well, all right. So basically this is how we wound up at your house. So normally we would never do anything like that because Clarence had really bad antisocial tendencies. So we played that show at the President's Rock Club, and the promoters stiffed us out of our entire rider, which included dinner. And feeding Blowfly was a pain in the ass because he only ate about 5 things, and they all had to be covered in honey. So we are going to McDonald's. We've not been fed. All of us are a little cranky. Like, the show went great, but it was just complete.
Off the hook.
The promoter and the club owner were both total shitbags. And and if you can't give Clarence chicken fingers, I mean, come on, we're not asking for much. So we're in the drive-through McDonald's, and we order his gross chicken nuggets, and they didn't have any honey, and they didn't have jelly. And then Clarence says the magic words, "I never get what I want," and everyone in the van got enraged. So we're like, okay, we'll give you what you want. Now the next day, we only had to go to Providence, Rhode Island, so it's 45 minutes away. Now, leaving, usually there's between a checkout time and a check-in time, there's a 4-hour lag. So I had an excuse why we couldn't go straight to the hotel. So we're driving. We started driving to your house.
Middle of nowhere.
We're driving through woods. You're like, yo, taking me to a Klan meeting. So we're driving through. It's like woods, and there is their Walton's looking 2-story house in the middle of white bread, Massachusetts.
Most Irish town in America, folks.
Yeah, black population of 0. So we go in with the one black person in a 20-mile radius, and Stacy and her youngest child, who was obsessed with Clarence, oddly.
You know what? And what happened later when they were leaving? Our mailman was black,
right?
And saw Clarence and was like,
"Another black person! Oh my god!" Yeah, that happened to us once in New Hampshire. Like our keyboard player, the other black person in that state, walked in and he saw two black people and he goes, "Brothers!" So anyway, we walk in and the first thing we see is Stacy and her youngest and Clarence is singing to them. We go in and we see the racist offerings on the piano, and we go in, and then so
I love that movie.
So we sit down to eat, and Clarence goes, "Why aren't we leaving?" I'm like, "Okay, Clarence, you're the one who wanted to leave early, and we only have 45 minutes to go, so we can't get in the hotel yet." So he goes and stomps off, he goes in the van, and he sulks for 15 minutes, and then he comes back. And then he's all charmed. He starts playing the piano. He starts singing "Spermy Night in Georgia" to your daughters, and shitting on the dock in the bay. There's Sean shot video that's on YouTube.
I still have it too.
And so then he runs off, stomps off again. Now Doug has his guitar out, and I'm just milking this. And me, Billy, and Sean are just loving Clarence.
Oh, we played Whole Man.
Yeah, and we played Whole Man. Yes, we are just loving making him miserable because he can't leave and go sulk by himself. He has to be social. Oh my goodness, we have a basket.
It's like Easter Sunday.
This is candy, and it's definitely not anything that's illegal.
Yeah,
it is candy.
It's candy.
Say trick or treat, and then pass it to your friend and say trick or treat to him.
Trick or treat.
There might be some numbers written on them.
Okay.
My friend Hookah Bob got me this really cool water bottle.
Is there sat instead of end?
There's all kinds of crazy shit.
What is that?
Okay, so this
water bottle.
My friend Hookah Bob got me these beautiful water bottles, and if I have a couple I can give away. This one says "Love is Love." It was created for Pride. This beautiful water bottle.
I'm gonna go for that shoe.
And I hear Tracy say it's Ask Honda. What's Ask Honda? What's Ask Honda? Ashonda?
Are we thinking of the
Dude, I have
Wakanda?
No Melissa says pizza with mushrooms.
That's really racist.
Who's the chocolate? He's so far away. I know I keep trying to get Steve to sit on my lap or something, but
These are pretty good, Steve.
I'm a chocolate.
you're a little baby chocolate.
Hey everyone, I'm chocolate.
No, you're sexual chocolate.
Sexual chocolate. Yeah. There's many a chocolate in there.
Oh yeah, what's good? What's good?
I don't know. I had some of the gummies last night. I only took one, didn't do shit.
I think these are.
If you get a good buzz,
that's a 25.
Okay.
Oh no, is it? It's you got to pay. I don't know.
No, that's how many milligrams.
Oh, that's how many milligrams.
I think it's like $50.
How many milligrams?
These are 13.
These are candy bars. Candy bars with sugar, 13 grams of sugar.
Remember, kids, space is the place.
Lost Duck says, I caught the live and the phone is at 3%. Oh my gosh, well, I'm glad you're here. And then, I don't know what you're saying, Ashonda.
Ashonda.
And then Ashonda is the Jewish word for not getting your way. Oh, now I know. And
let me share my favorite Jewish word.
Caught up on the credits. Because they'll get away from us. There was something about Steve and Tom. What was the Steve and Tom?
No, let me tell everyone how chocolate I am.
One second. You can. Y'all would love Patrick and Steven. Of course we do. And then she gave us Rainbow Hearts. That's one of our big supporters. They interact on our wall all the time. If we can if you'd like to come on the pod, we'd love to have you on sometime. Yeah. Tracy says, no way is that happening.
What?
I don't know. And then John Nemergrat says, hi, Stacy. Hi, Doug. John and I went to college together.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to a costume party at his house dressed as a naughty nurse, tits out.
Mm-hmm.
When I get to the house, power is out. Now, mind you, I'm 20 years younger than the average college student at this point in time. John is also older. Sorry. I walk in the door, the power is out. And the minute that I walk in, 5-inch slutty ass heels, tits pushed up to hear the lights come back on.
Mm-hmm.
And all these 19-year-old kids are just staring at this soccer mom. And I give it myself credit.
And then what happened? Is the movie out?
No.
And that's how she paid her tuition.
I fucking wish I would have.
Motorboat Mamas 2.
Totally would have done it. In a
Bukkake Mimosas 4.
Quote of the night: space is the place. I agree.
25.
And John says you were 31. Yeah, I was 31 with 4 fucking kids. And Tracy says,
I'll save that for later.
You guys are backwards on the screen. Yeah, this whole night,
it's
this whole week has really gone out of control. Yesterday, Hookah Bob showed up. We weren't expecting that. Today, we have a black guy who is living in the shadow.
I'm living in the shadow.
He's in the shadow.
I'm trying to come
in the shadow of the night.
Yeah, I this is
but
all
you get
new
to
me.
be the black guy on everybody thinks that
That's
I'm a
YouTube?
black guy.
Oh, no.
So that's TikTok.
Oh, that's TikTok.
And now
And then
now you're Stacy, and I'm
so
Doug.
that camera goes to YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Okay.
So we're basically everywhere.
Okay.
So we're. Yeah.
I mean, this is your show. I'm just here. You guys just said, "Hey, just be dark," and I was like, "Okay, you mean the color dark or
Be whatever you want.
The closer you get to the camera, the lighter you appear.
I know, but I'm not going to be a ham and like stick my face in the camera. I don't do that. That's why Tom's here. Right? I don't do that.
But here's
to
the
make
thing.
you look
I'm not better. Than
Yes.
I'm just saying.
You put me back here, I
Okay.
disappear too. It's
Okay.
not.
All right. What am I supposed to? I'm supposed to act now. I'm supposed to.
Look at that.
All right.
All right.
We're all hanging out and having a.
So you ready? So you ready for the gathering story?
Yes. Wait. Hang on. I want to put that aside.
This right here, right?
This water bottle of mine.
Yeah,
We'll
the
just-
water
Oh,
bottle.
that's.
That's what
Water
it is.
bottle.
Yeah,
Oh, you guys are.
We have to talk in code for decency standards.
Well, I don't know what we can and
We
can't
don't
get
know
away
what
with.
to
We
say,
haven't
we
gotten shut
can't-
off lately. But
can't
anyway,
say.
tell us the
Yeah,
Juggalo
so-
story. Whoop whoop.
Yes,
Family
listen,
ninjas. We love you guys.
We were on TikTok. I don't know if we're still on over there.
Yeah,
Are
we're
we
still on
yeah, we're
TikTok.
still
I
on.
don't think anybody's watching.
No, we're watching. They were watching before.
I think our numbers might have been better when there was a black guy on screen. Come back, Steve.
You are on.
I don't even know.
Could you just
Do something racial.
like gang activity
Right,
or
right.
Could you, like,
carjack me or
speaking of
something?
or tell a
I
dozens.
am a black person.
Yay.
Is that good?
No.
No, Steve.
I am funky.
Steve.
You sound like a white guy
Steve,
trying to be a
You've
black
been,
I know,
Steve,
that's-
you've been telling your
It's
mama
so-
jokes all day. Tell
Right.
one now.
All right. Your mama's so bald
How
that
bald is she?
a mosquito slipped and cracked his neck open, cooking scrambled eggs on the forehead.
I didn't know mosquitoes ate you.
Well, they do now.
They do now. They
I
do
think the
now.
protein might be good for them.
I don't know. I think you might be just a little too California sounding.
I was born in LA.
You
Oh no! I'm not
He
trying to
does.
sell it.
No.
Oh
I
my
was trying to
God.
be as white as possible before.
No, but he
I'm
does.
not conforming to what you
He's
want.
giving me Todd. He's giving me Todd Alvey vibes.
Yeah, I don't know.
My friend Todd's from
Could you
California. I
just go
love him.
outside,
And I
come
love
back
him.
in, and be
All
more
right.
black?
Wait, I can do some voices.
Hey,
how you doing? My name is Tony Marciani. And
That's
I
not black.
sell-
That's Italian.
I know. I sell cars outside. I met this guy.
Oh my
in the
God, that's
parking lot,
good.
Smacked him around a little bit. He sold me some used panties from this Japanese girl named Keiko. Okay, she's $400 for the first 4 minutes, and then she starts to holler.
Keiko, also the name,
That's Steve, by the way.
also the name
Yes.
of the killer whale from Free Willy.
I was actually just going to say that.
Okay.
That was
And
color.
and this girl that I knew wrote a song
My podcast
about
is going
Keiko
crazy.
called "Keiko's Got a Boner."
Oh shit.
He's a lonely whale.
Okay,
He's
sing it,
got
sing it.
no mates.
Okay.
But when you've got no hands, it's hard to masturbate.
Hey, I can't believe you're black.
Keiko's got a
You're the
boner.
blackest person I've ever seen. Wait, I wrote a song about here I go.
Oh, it's time to tell a tale of the
I would like to hear the
juggalos.
Taylor Juggalos, and I would also like you
It is.
to go
It's
off
indeed
camera
Mm.
and do this because I forget how.
Pass the duchy on the left.
Oh, I love that band.
There's some
I love that. I love that. Hey, should I go in there now? Can you go here?
Let us move around.
No, we move around because I like solitary. You know what I mean?
No,
So
you're
I can,
rating
so I
the
can
bar.
jack off and no one could bother me.
Oh, okay.
And they get the little plate in there, and then I do the bukkake
And I can look at you
Sundays.
through those
Close to
sliding
me
doors.
with
Yeah,
that
but-
massive thing in your pants.
Listen,
Wait,
his name
Is
is
it Italian too?
Tyrese. Okay,
Tyrese.
Tyrese.
Oh my God.
He's
Here,
dry. He's
Steven, it's
coming
time
back.
for you to go off camera.
All right. Wait.
Go on.
I thought I was always off camera because I'm a Negro.
You're not close. You're not disappearing. You're here. We want you to be seen.
You know, it's
Hey,
medically legal here.
but
Listen,
I have
I-
some women's highlighter, and yeah, it's medically
We
legal.
don't know
But
if
I
it's
don't know it's
medically
about the
legal
casting.
on the
We all have our medical cards clearly, but also we're having some
Hey,
water.
I can do accent. I can do made up languages too. Zubata kung sombo safari alafon esano kumbos. Me
Oh my God.
luretin dapo kung sambi duko. I'm sorry.
You don't even know we have a huge
Okay.
international presence.
Yes.
Libya, you could be
Yes.
speaking to
We were
anyone.
looking
of
all,
the
Right,
countries.
all
right,
kinds of
right.
Nigerian princes.
Right.
Oh, absolutely.
So all you have to do
In
is
fact,
take
okay.
that
two
camera.
Nigerian
You want me to
princes.
smoke that? You want me to smoke that?
You can smoke some.
Okay,
Okay, no, but you
You-
want me to?
Go ahead now.
That might be the worst one.
No, I'm just
It's
kidding.
no camera.
No, I'm just kidding.
And you know what's scary? I've seen them live. They play the University of Miami patio.
They're probably side
Just turn
stage.
around. I was like, I take my shirt off.
Before,
I mean, I
no,
do-
it was
I do-
before they made it. It's before
Yeah,
Two
I do my
Princes.
Yeah, yeah.
As long
broke
as you're not
them.
on camera.
Right.
Like
They
I've
were
taken
from
my
down
shirt
here,
off.
right?
before.
No. They were from Jersey or something.
Can I say?
But
There's one.
he lost his ability to sing.
The guitar player wasn't terrible.
Stop it. There's one microphone. It's on this computer. If you're both blah 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 blah.
Oh, I have to tell the Juggalo story.
Yes, I want to hear the Juggalo story.
Okay, from
Hang
where?
on 1 second. You guys are hilarious. Wait, you're live on TikTok now too. Yes, but we don't know what the hell we're doing. And John says, so it's party time? I guess so. Tracy says, did you just sell me a car? Yes, a Subaru. That's
And look, and here's a plastic
You'll
gator. I have a crocodile living on my dock in
I know,
Coral
what the
Gables.
He does.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's insane.
yeah.
All right. So tell the
Like-
story.
Okay, so from the day of the show or from when we got booked?
I want to hear about the crocodile.
Okay.
He shows up in his house
You know
and
what?
there's a-
I took.
I was gone. I went to Greece for 19 days.
No,
I come home
I like an amateur.
and then like
No,
so
I'm not a big
the yard man goes, "There's a gator. There's an alligator on your dock." But we live on saltwater. There's no alligators in
No,
saltwater,
no.
but we do live next to
I
a couple parks where there are crocodiles. So I walk down and discover that our dock has collapsed apparently in some storm while I was away, and that is how the 3-foot crocodile is now hanging out on my dock.
Yes.
And it's just like, and Steve
On your dock.
on my dock.
On your dock.
And so
Let's
so
keep it clean, buddy.
Steve came over and I'm like, hey Steve, come take a look at this crocodile.
No, I started talking to it, and then I started to think about all those YouTubes where someone's messing around with it and it twists their ass up, and it was not
Is it
cool.
still there?
It was not cool.
Right, so here's
I
the
wasn't
thing.
there this morning.
An alligator, you can.
Yeah.
It's got a face. You can kind of reason with an
This
alligator. You
thing
can talk
has
to
like
it.
a long
That you don't
beak
want
with
to know
the
about this
jaws
thing. Yeah, you don't wanna
overlapping.
know about the
For,
crocodile.
fortunately, American Crocs are the chillest of the Crocs,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
but that's kind of like being the chillest of the Italian mobsters.
You're talking about the moms today. Tracy's over there. She says I'm gay, but not Subaru gay. She's F-150 gay, which means
I
she'll
don't
come
even know what
over.
that means.
So she has a truck.
She's got
She has a pickup truck. She's the kind of lesbian that
Oh.
comes over with her own
Tool
screwdriver.
bells.
She'll do things for you. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, what's
She's the ones
what's
that are
the,
putting you all out of business.
what's the name of that comedian whose moms are both lesbians? Oh,
Cindy Bennett's here.
Cindy
Hey,
Bennett's
hey.
here. She says, hey, what's up with the shenanigans
We got
tonight?
guests.
So Cindy, let me just catch you up and all the people up. We're off TikTok because my battery died.
Ah.
So, and we don't know what the hell we're doing on TikTok. So what has happened here, and we're about to hear a Juggalo story. Our friend Tom, who we know through Doug's love of Blowfly, has come to visit us, and
Rest
he
in peace,
brought us
Blowfly.
a new friend, and we're so excited to have Steve here because he's
who's off
hilarious.
camera? Oh no, he's on this
Right
camera.
there.
He's an African American.
Yes. He is a real African American.
He just got.
American American.
Can I tell you, for the longest time, we had all this negative energy in our life, and lately we're just attracting musicians and happiness and probably like a lot of marijuana. But you know, it's for
Marijuana's
medical
good for you.
purposes. No, I've been sick for 10 years and I would be dead without it. Like
Absolutely.
I seriously would be dead without it. You've had your share of health shit.
Oh yeah, well I almost died 3 years ago. Had
Stop doing
subdural
Are you still
hematoma.
going through
Yeah,
puberty?
that was fun.
Yeah, nothing like getting your head
Hey, it's all the
sawed.
hormones he's taking.
See this,
You know what I'm
folks?
saying?
This is where the
He's
saw
trying to
went.
change in ways that we can't even
Twice
fathom.
in
You
2
can do it
days.
really
Okay, tell us the Juggalo story because
Juggalos.
I have been obsessed with Juggalos for quite some time. I've been
Okay.
hashtagging Juggalos, hoping one.
So-
one-
First off, are you a juggalo? Yes or no?
No.
Okay.
I am.
So 11 years ago,
Yes.
11 years ago, I had the idea that we should play the Gathering of the Juggalos because while I hate Insane Clown Posse's music, they actually have good taste. They've had Parliament Funkadelic play, they had the Ghetto Boys play,
Love the Ghetto Boys.
they had all
P-Funk, amazing.
they've had all sorts of really good acts play, and it occurred to me that they would have us. So I went to this horror rapper that did a lot of angel dust and would call me at 2 a.m. and ask me if he could, not do a Blowfly session, but he wanted to do like a Clarence Reed session. Like he wanted to do angel dust all night with Clarence, who doesn't do drugs, and have like a 70s thing. I'm like, Clarence is in his 70s, dude. He doesn't do that anymore. So, but he did give us. So even though this guy his name was Necro, who was a murder rapper with a lisp.
Bar rap.
So
He's really good. He was on Cool Keith's
yeah.
Electric Magnetic.
Yeah. Anyway, so he gave me the number. He didn't get it from me, and so I sent them an email, and they're like, okay, and then they invited us to do the entire Insane Clown Posse's tour, but they were only going to offer us $500 a night, and they had 4.
That's tight.
Yeah, they had 4 gaps in their their routing had 4 gaps of 1,000 miles apiece. It was almost like they had just taken an atlas, dumped a pound of meth on it, and we'll go there wherever it landed. So I was like, I was like, well, you know, we would need more than $500. We could do like a leg. Like, oh, they don't like that. So then I never heard from them again. But they booked us, and this is when it was still in Cave-In Rock, Illinois.
Yep.
Now, Cave-In Rock is a town of 600 people. It is 2 hours from a interstate. It is nowhere. The only thing it's close to is the Ohio River. So there are no hotels within an hour. So we had to rent fishing cabins that were on a dried up creek bed, and you just saw fish skeletons all over because the cabins on pilings, and there's just hundreds of dead fish skeletons everywhere. And it smells like rotten fish, which is a Blowfly song. With pussy smell like rotten fish. Anyway, we get there, we check into our fishing cabins. And then we go and do a dry run without Clarence to go, see what this is like. And we're just driving through all this crazy ass shit. And I thought it was at the park there. Wrong. They had to tell us. They didn't even tell us where the venue was. It's at a Hell's Angels campground called Hog Rock, 10 miles out of town. So Hog Rock campground. So so we're driving up, we're going up these hills, and then finally we start seeing some clowns with like melted makeup coming off their face.
Right.
And we're like, okay, this is the right area. So we go in and we get our stuff, and then they sent us to what I thought was the stage. And I get off and I realize we're at the comedy stage, and I start telling the stage manager this about a minute in our conversation. He goes, "Oh man, I thought you were Charlie Murphy." He thought I was Eddie Murphy's brother.
No,
he thought I was Darkness.
Narcotics.
He thought I was Darkness.
No.
I am the whitest person in the world. So I'm like, okay, I'm Charlie Murphy. So then we go to the correct. Then we go to the correct stage, about 100 yards away, and we start setting up. We start setting up, and then this dude shows up to pay us. Now he's like 6'10", and he's walking around with all of the money for all of the bands. So he's walking around with like $60,000 in his pockets. So he comes over and he gives us our chunk of that, and I'm like, do we have to worry about, because like at the gathering, there's a thing where if they don't like someone, the Juggalos will throw literal shit, G.G. Allen style, at the performers and rocks and everything else. They're like, it'll be fine, Tom. So then we go to get dinner. So I walk off, and then this burly chick comes up to me wearing nothing but a t-shirt and shower thongs. Right. And she goes, "I hate that this is the last day of the gathering of the Juggalos. I'm from Maine." And then just, common, courtesy, whatever. I go, "Portland?" "Yeah, I'm from Portland. I just got out of prison. All I got in the world is this t-shirt and these prison shoes." He's like, I just did a year in jail for setting a little fire. Can you believe that? It was my mom's house. I was like, and at mom's house, yes. And at mom's house, I just took a hard right. I go and collect my surprisingly good carnival food, and then I turn around and I see a vision. I see I see Zonker Harris from the Doonesbury cartoon 3D printed as a human being in front of me. Like, no, not yet. Down to the granny glasses and everything. He's got a little knapsack. He's wearing full tie dyes. I mean, he is Zonker Harris at the gathering of the Juggalos. And then a redheaded skinhead walks up and punches him right in the face. Boom. "Hey, man, that ain't cool, man. You can't go to the gathering of the Juggalos and sell fake acid, man." And then his girlfriend does the thing I hate the most in the world. "Get your money back." So she's inciting violence. "Get your money back. Get your money back."
Is that the chorus?
Yes. So meanwhile, Zonker Harris, the fake acid dealer, is just calmly picking up his fake acid, putting his fake acid back in his knapsack, and then just walks away. And then we go back, and I finish setting up, and then we go to see Insane Clown Posse play, because they're playing the main stage at the other side of the campground.
Did Cypress Hill play?
No,
Aren't they the same?
No, they have played it, but they did not play that year. So we go over there. Now, mind you, I've got like $5,000 in my pocket. So I'm around basically the Gathering of the Juggalos is like if you took the restaurant at the end of the universe from the Hitchhiker's Guide and made and set it in a trailer park. That's what the Gathering of the Juggalos is. Also surprisingly black, because you forget it's a rap festival and ICP are from Detroit. So it's like 25% black. Also, there's no alcohol sold officially.
Are babies being born there?
Yes. So, but there's people walking around with megaphones going, "I got doses. I got doses."
Is there any cops?
And I also no. Also, I bought 2 Keystone beers for $3. That's some black kid was selling out of like a kid's wagon, pulling like a red flyer wagon. Yes, it was an amazing thing. So in the so I go and so I've got our friend Dead Dick Hammer, who we had adopted as our roadie. He had booked us in Bowling Green, Kentucky, at a sports bar, and his opening band, opened for us, which was a Rage Against the Machine cover band.
Tracy is saying "damn," but we can't pull up because I'm talking. And Courtney's saying that her kids are driving. No, he's fine. And that Courtney says. So Tracy says "damn." I want you to finish your story. Courtney says, if it ain't the kids, it's my fucking husband. And then what a name, Necro. Whose name was Necro again?
That was the rapper that gave us the name of how to get booked at the Gathering.
There you go. Who's talking right now? He looks so familiar. So this is our good friend Tom.
If you have seen a movie called The Weird World of Blowfly, I'm the co-star.
That is our friend Tom. He is from Miami. Courtney is not from Miami. Never mind. We have a lot of Floridians. Randy is from Florida. He says, "I'm gonna run, y'all. Talk to you later. Love you. I'm here if you need anything." And then and Randall says his name's Steve. That's true. His name is Steve. Okay, sorry. Finish your story.
So all right. So
insane
clown posse are playing, and there's every 20 seconds they're shooting off a fireworks display that would be like the last fireworks shot at a mid-sized city. Every 30 seconds, boom, huge fireworks. Boom, huge. And there's like 10 clowns on stage dribbling basketballs around flaming garbage cans, like in Rocky where they're singing doo-wop, right? They're just dribbling around those, fireworks are going off, and they're rapping about Diet Faygo. So I'm like watching this, I'm like, okay, and so I started getting the creeps because I was just, I've got all our money in my pocket. This is not safe. So I go back, and so they finish. And then there's one act before us, and then we play, right? So the act that played before us basically looked like if you made an AI version of Chef from South Park and made one male and one female.
Okay.
And they're both wearing like white, like it looks like if Reebok made dashikis. It's like what they're wearing. Okay. So they're both, and they kind of move like Chef and South Park. They're kind of moving like this, and there's no rapping. All they're doing is Juggalo chants. Whoop, whoop, Juggalo family. Like that's their entire act. And nobody is watching. There's like 10 people. Everyone's on the other side. And I'm like, are we really going to bomb here? I'm just like, and I'm just like, and I'm starting to stress, and road manager looks at me and goes, "Don't worry, Tom. When they hear the live music, they come over that ridge like cockroaches." And sure enough, after I whored myself and said many of the same Juggalos sayings, they came over. We're playing Porno Freak, and they came over the hill like La Resistance in the South Park movie. Yeah, no tiki torches, but like La Resistance. So they came over, and sure enough, we start doing great. And there's like maybe 2,000 people in front of us, and they're going nuts, and we're rocking. And then there's this one dude.
Of course, there's always
one guy. He's like so the Gathering of the Juggalo is a lot like New Orleans in the French Quarter during Mardi Gras. There's one law, like you can commit murder, no problem. No glass. That's the only rule. Like they'll search your car. They're like, "Don't worry, we're not taking your drugs. Just no glass, no glass." So, of course, this D-bag has a glass rum bottle, and he pours a shot for him and a shot for Clarence. Blowfly. Blowfly does not drink. And this guy starts getting agitated. How dare Blowfly not drink when he doesn't drink?
How dare it?
Right. And I'm just watching this guy. Meanwhile, while I'm giving I'm playing the drums, and then I'm like paying attention to this D-bag who may be doing up to no good, and then somebody hits my hands with a dirt clod about that big. So I immediately get angry, and then I have to remember every person told me you cannot react. If you react, it will get worse.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah.
So I don't react. I get through it. And then this guy, and we are killing. And so now in my brain, like Spin Magazine's there, and we're doing great. So I'm like, what will the headline tomorrow be? Will it be Blowfly conquers the gathering of the Juggalos, or will it be that asshole drummer from the movie beat the shit out of some skinhead? Because I really was ready to kick. I was ready to kick that guy's head in. I mean, he just kept making threatening gestures. Mind you, my singer at the time was 74. So, you know.
Was it threatening gesture?
No, he's getting all he's yes.
Oh, okay.
He's throwing gang signs. He's gesticulating. Finally, he kind of half throws the bottle at Clarence, and then out of nowhere, some 350-pound bouncer puts him in a full Nelson and got him out there. And then I was like,
now you can relax.
And then I can relax. We played great. And then I walked off the stage. Sean and Billy walked up to someone who was selling whippets for $1. There was they both did a whippet, and then they ran into each other. They both turned around and walked into each other and fell down.
That sounds like Sean and Billy.
So, just so that I know a lot of these folks aren't as familiar with Blowfly as they probably need to be. The set list that night were probably songs such as
Porno Freak, Incredible Fuck,
Fat Hoe.
Yeah.
Should I Fuck This Big Fat Hoe?
Shit Off the Dock of Bay.
Probably not that time. No. It was mostly rap stuff. You know, basically we're just going tempo. Rap Dirty for certain.
Rap Dirty is actually one of my favorite
songs. Never heard
songs.
Rap Dirty?
Rap Dirty.
There's one of the Rap Dirty versions. There's a bunch of them.
That's clean.
There's one that's clean.
And that is the version that's actually called Rap Dirty, other than the first version, which was recorded in '74. Rap Dirty is the first rap song ever recorded.
This guy was a pioneer, and God love Tom because he hooked up with him and said, like, the universe needs more Blowfly.
Well, it was scary. I interviewed him for the local paper. Your version, like the equivalent of the Boston Phoenix.
Yeah.
It was the Miami New Times.
Yeah.
And I was actually interviewing about another guy named King Coleman, who was the MC at the Apollo when Sam and James, and in fact on live at the Apollo you can hear King regulate a heckler. You got enough mouth for 2 sets of teeth.
Amazing.
So what happened was, I interviewed him, and I was at this. I said, like, I had seen him in Chicago in 2001, and I saw Joe Strummer the next day.
Oh, very good.
And so, like, I went. I'd wanted to see him, but he never played Miami ever. No. The closest he would come when he would tour with Fishbone would be like Jacksonville.
Yeah.
So finally, like, I had to go to Illinois. I have family up there. I had to go up there. So I went up a week early, and we saw Blowfly and we saw Joe Strummer. So I'm like, I'm up front, and like he comes on second. Like, basically, it was the tour where Fishbone's side project opened up for Fishbone.
Yeah.
So it was like Angelo doing his Dr. Mad Vibe thing, and then they did Blowfly, and then they did Dirty Waltz Sanitation thing. And the fact that Clarence wasn't even the full support was just so wrong.
Yeah.
So, but whatever, he goes on, and then I just start yelling requests that became our set list, like Too Fat to Fuck. And Clarence looks at me and he goes, "Who are you? You were not potty trained when I wrote those records."
I mean,
and mind you, he does, like, so Clarence normally has a very
this side conversation is
yes.
We don't even know.
I mean, it is funny how we're talking about Blowfly and the Black Dick.
Cocoa butter on her
Yes.
ass.
Cocoa butter,
Black
Black
I
Dick.
told you he puts it in the microwave and then pours it out my ass, and I said he would do it for you too.
Right.
Now you know.
So you know, Tom and Steve are staying with us,
Right.
and I just wanted Steve to feel at home. And I said,
And we don't want Steve to
there's
get ashy.
towels in there, and
We
there's
don't-
water
Right.
bottles. And he
Listen,
said,
listen,
what if I
listen.
get ashy?
Yeah.
Listen, I'll set
You get
myself on
ashy,
fire
We're gonna send you home.
before that. But this guy, this guy's like, Steve, can you put that on my back? And I was like, you know what? No,
that's not happening.
I was like,
see, he's turned into Blowfly. He needs someone to take
he
care.
usually has stuff.
I have not turned into Blowfly. I don't piss and shit myself.
You're so black though. You're very black.
I mean, black people love me.
Right.
And, I mean, look, he's here.
Right. Yes.
The ladies not so much the men.
Right.
No, black ladies.
I love you
definitely
so
me
much
too.
that I'm going to pass up the moisturizer ass thing that they're creepily saying they're going to offer me. I'm going to give it to you.
Well,
You guys can have it.
They just can't help but make accidental racist comments.
Tom, do you have an ass?
Not really.
See, Doug doesn't either. There's no. I gotta have enough ass for. It's hard. He has no. His legs meet at the top, and there's no ass. I gotta tell you, we are way over on time. They're gonna like shut us off, so we're gonna just do our credits real quick. Y'all, we're gonna have to get these motherfuckers to come back. Sorry you can't be here, but we're all gonna round robin this fast as fuck. Rihanna is trending
because she's fine as bitch.
And she's a billionaire. They just.
What do we all think of Rihanna? In I don't know, one sentence.
She's okay.
Fine.
You have an opinion?
I can't even name a song.
Your opinion of Rihanna counts double.
I don't even know. I mean,
she did the Super Bowl thing, and she's wearing the red thing, and she pulls her stomach out.
Right. Pulls it out, puts it back in.
Some sort of umbrella.
And a Japanese guy comes out and they have in a business suit.
And then the midgets.
And then chokes an eel. And then that's when I came.
And the goat.
Are we talking about the same Super Bowl?
No.
Like the T-Rex thing that comes up.
I don't know. I'm not really big on football, but if I had known that happened, I would have watched.
Somewhere in Japan.
You don't want to mess with the Japan.
No, you don't. You don't.
Dude, they have like vending machines of
that's
vending machines of panties. So apparently Rihanna has just gotten like some new wig and she looks like Nene. That's all I did.
I thought you were Rihanna when I got here. I was like, Rihanna here, shit.
I wish.
Tom said she's a billionaire.
I wish I could eat. I look like I ate Rihanna in like a feast of situation.
My breath don't smell right. Tell me, who did I eat last night?
Tom, how old are you?
I am not a boomer. I'm Gen X. I'm 53. Born in 71.
Baby. You're just a baby.
Am I?
How old are you?
I just turned 74.
No,
my name's Tyrell Peterson.
Ballpark.
And do you want to have some candy? All right.
Okay. That took those parts.
All right. Yes. Oh, we all do. I'm born 72.
72. So you're a little older than me. I was 76. So you're 4 years older than me. Yeah. I'm going to be 47. So you're 51.
Oh, okay. I'm 52. I lost track.
I hear you.
You know what I mean?
Dude, I hear you. I want to lose track.
Age is just a number and holds his whole.
That's all I'm trying to say right now.
There's a new Alien movie coming out. I've never seen any of the Alien movies.
We have a Necro fan here. Someone's giving us Necrotrans.
I believe
his name's Steven.
Hello, Steve.
So check out that band.
It's me.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah. You're like, oh, Steven. Oh, okay. Hold.
Everybody quiet down before the police get called to our house. Alien. The Alien movie. Is anybody excited about an Alien sequel?
You mean the Alien movie?
Alien was good.
Like Alien, back in the day, Sigourney Weaver.
And Alien and Aliens.
Prometheus, right? No, Prometheus, and then it went to...
Actually, Aliens was better.
I love Aliens.
So
remember the guy's like, we're all going to die. We fucked up. It came over.
I know.
That guy. Oh, the second one.
Okay. So we are like way over in time. So rapid fire. Will Smith. Does anybody give a shit about Will Smith anymore? Will he ever make a comeback?
I hope not.
Should he just fire off and smack Jada?
No, he...
I think Jada, way more likely Jada beats his ass.
I'm 100% convinced that she does. However,
but through pegging,
doesn't everyone want to kind of smack Jada like a little bit?
I mean, no, she's just a kind of a twat.
Yeah,
I mean,
pretty much, yeah.
And once again, she it's just that same shit I talked about earlier. She, got her man to go be violent for her. Also, I'd love to point out how fake Muhammad Ali couldn't even throw a punch at fucking.
Oh, that's right.
He slapped him. It's like, hey, Will, this is how you defend ladies.
We don't
Did
care.
you just turn
he actually
Scottish?
Could fight when he was training for that. He was like, yeah, I can do it.
No, he couldn't.
No,
he's like an NBA center. It's like, you ever seen those? Remember the 80s? You'd see like Patrick Ewing and Alonzo Mourning go at it, and they're like slapping like 6-year-old girls and on the playground. Embarrassing.
Below Deck Med, we've not been watching. Steve, are you a big watcher of Below Deck Mediterranean?
I don't even know what the fuck that is. Is that something you order?
It's
I'll have to wait. I want the above. Wait, no, below deck. Give me the below deck.
It's like upstairs, downstairs, but for boats.
No, it's stupid rich people. They charter a yacht and they're demanding and they're rude to the staff, and the staff is all
I'm
fucking
into
each other.
maritime rules and what happens out there with the, but I'm not into. I don't know.
I have a story. My friend's mom died on a cruise ship. I'll tell you later.
So did Mojo Nixon.
It's right.
Yes, he
did.
Okay, so our
Chris like from Tampa, right?
No, he's from Virginia, and then he lived in
Virginia.
So we've touched on the housewives of Atlanta and New Jersey already in the show, but I do want to ask y'all: have you ran into any of the housewives of Miami?
No, but I do have a series on SoundCloud called the Real Housewives of Qatar.
Nice.
I think that might actually be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not.
There's Real Housewives of Dubai.
No. I have a Real Housewives of Azerbaijan too. I'm serious. It's so retarded.
No, it's the Real Housewives of Azerbaijan.
Hey, I don't even know what to say about that. Social media is trending. So there's a whole bunch of stuff about what's happening in social media, but basically what they're saying is companies want to monetize. They're actually doing it through micro creators like us,
like ourselves.
So that bodes well for us.
Microaggressions from micro creators.
I just hope I don't have a
micro penis.
Yeah,
we would all
don't be
Gigi
Allen. I mean, he is from your neck of the woods.
It's just too easy.
In the dressing room at Exit.
Health crisis. Apparently, there's a global health crisis. We're all gonna die. Let me just tell you, the global health crisis is the food in this fucking country. Yeah, it's fucking poison.
I'll tell you what, the food in Greece was fantastic.
Fuck you.
And, every time you fucking post a meal, I'm not.
In any case,
it was cheap.
It looks like we've covered most of the stuff. Necro the Rapper, and then of course that's Steve, our friend Steve. Everybody check out Necro the Rapper, and Steve, do you like for people to friend you, because they'll be your friend if you want.
Yeah, I just have like some music stuff, me playing electronic drums.
They'd love to see that. So you guys give Steve a follow. Tom, do you have a social that you want people to follow? Do you have your social security number? Perhaps?
No social security. If you want to follow me on the Instagram, you can do it at Uncle Smoke Dog.
Uncle Smoke Dog on Instagram.com. And on Instagram, I don't know why I said the .com, because I'm on drugs. But we love you guys. We like to wrap every night up. What's that? You got something?
Yeah, it's better to go to my Instagram. I'm don't tase me ho. It's don't underscore tase underscore me underscore ho.
Oh, don't underscore tase underscore me
ho.
Don't
I'll write it in
ho.
Oh yeah, don't tase me ho.
Don't tase a ho. Don't tase a ho.
I'll put it in the chat. Yeah.
Get on the flow.
So I just want one thing we do every single night before we wrap up the podcast is we do gratitude. So we'd love to hear what you guys are grateful for. Of course, we're so grateful for everybody that's here tonight, and there's a fuckload of people. So we've got a shitload of that's nice. I can shake my ass way more than that.
Shake what your mama gave you.
That's disappointing. And she should go to she should go for some sort of training.
Girl in the white.
Girl in the white.
Thank you so much to everybody who's watching tonight. There's a shitload of you guys over on Twitter X.
Girl
just,
in the red.
Twitter X,
want to give me some head.
Part of the community is shut up.
Sorry.
Okay. If you're on Twitter X, sorry, the speaker's over there, and if you're on Twitter X,
the cops are gonna come, Stacey.
Twitter X. If you're on Twitter X, you can't really join the conversation. Like we can see your comments later, but if you want to join the conversation, go over to Facebook or YouTube. Go over to YouTube, like, share, follow, subscribe. We really appreciate you, and we want you to be part of the community. The people that come night after night are the most amazing people on the planet. Of course, Tracy, Randall, Courtney, Nicole,
Cindy, John
Melissa, John Nimmergrat was here. Yep. Even that Saliable, Melissa, Heather was here. Daniel was here. Bear Rug was here. The
Matthew was
Duck
here.
Cat was here. Hookah Bob in his house. Hookah Bob, thank you for making us all have a delightful evening. I don't know if anybody had any snacks, but they should have. And Anne, and of course she says she loves all. I am super, super thankful for our wonderful guests, Steve and Tom. I'd love to have them all night long. I'm going to
night long.
have them all night long. I'll be sore tomorrow.
They're finally becoming swingers tonight, people.
It's finally going to happen.
It's finally going to happen.
And Doug is also going to have to try being gay. So happy Pride. We love you all. Doug, what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for everybody watching. To email into US 41 Radio.
US 41 on air at gmail.com.
Tell them to play Doug Gear, Smiles Like the Sun. I got to get in this top 10 next week. Or it's going to kill me.
Don't die, Doug.
Just so you know, on the website it says register to vote. Don't do that.
Don't register to vote.
That's to actually register to vote. This is just message them and say play this song
Keep
or
hope
email
alive.
them.
Oh wait, that was Jesse Jackson.
Yes, it was.
And the song is "Smiles."
I
Like the
am
Sun.
somebody. I may be poor, but I am
We're putting up the email.
somebody.
Yeah, if you could request my song, that would be phenomenal. We're trying to inundate them so that Hookah Bob doesn't have to go down there.
Steve may be black,
And so we
but
don't
he
have to go live
is
with Hookah Bob.
somebody.
Thank you. So, so you
All right,
anything
so
else you're thankful
I'm
for?
thankful to see our old friend and new friend Steve, and thankful for that. Lots of people were at a very lively podcast tonight.
Yeah, it was feisty.
Juggalo,
Thank you for our delightful
stories,
guests.
and just thankful for all the work we got done today,
Yeah, we
and
a lot done.
and thankful for our crazy sense of humor.
Yes. Steve, what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for the work I've gotten today.
Well, there you go. Tom, what are you thankful for?
I am thankful for you guys putting us up for the night.
Yeah.
I'm thankful for Steve keeping me from
Killing
2 people today,
Yeah.
who I am
Oh,
evicting tomorrow.
Can't you hear it? Wait
We'll
to hear about
wrap
that.
it. Yeah, we'll do a wrap.
All right, thanks, y'all. We love you so much. Have a great night. I don't know what I'm doing. Are there any more comments?
No, I think
Oh,
that's
really
No,
dumb.
once you say the eviction word, it's all over.
Oh,
Oh,
I
hey,
have a
make sure
story
they
for you
they're
about
not
that.
watching any of this. Man.
I doubt it.
Somebody's
Nobody
watching
yes,
me.
if you go online and you can chat and request "Smiles Like the Sun" by Doug Gear,
Yeah,
it's
just go to
on
the bottom and it says
us41.com.
request.
You just do it right there.
Yeah.
I have done it a handful of times
Nice.
so far. Me too, girl.
Nice.
And I'm making up other people's names. I might just go through my whole phone book. Love y'all.
All right.
Aloha.
I'll-
Doug's gonna
yeah.
play
And
the Pride
space
song.
is the place. Space
Someone said
is
that
the
in the
place. Yep, they did.
Find my,
Outer space.
and we're out of here
Space
with the Pride
is.
Club.